Waiting for some folks to get in here. We're going to be calling them leads. You got real estate questions, etc., and so forth. Holler at me. Um, Esteban is going to join us about 9:30. I, I can't keep the pace with all of this shit that I've got coming at me. I got people calling me. They need help with this. I got somebody else that wants help getting in touch with the seller that's in prison. Like, just a lot of stuff going on. Plus, we got deals. Plus, all of this stuff that Esteban has set up is binging and bonging in my ear. So, and I'm also responding to this guy. I will have to check in with you after lunch. All right. Sorry, everybody. I am a one man army, but this is a fucking lot. Then the kids are off. Looks like Matt Duke is in the building. There he is. All right. So I've got follow up that I've got to do from the weekend. And I'm trying to. I don't have a check off the next 30 minutes. Okay, I'm checking off. Okay. Whoops. Do we like this JV form better? Should we add to ours? All right, so I'm trying to get that done. Yeah, so where is the lead thing? Esteban. All right, welcome. Alvaro's in the building as well. All right, we've got leads. I'm trying to keep pace with this crazy schedule. The amount of folks that are reaching out to me for help, I have zero idea how I'm going to handle all of this. I was trying to get with Esteban, but he's super busy. And then I've got my on market real estate that I'm trying to deal with. And apparently it's raining outside. So, welcome to another live calling. I've got leads left and right. I am trying to figure out what to do with. So, let's see if we can call this guy just to get in the flow and see what the hell is going on. So, if you guys have leads, send them over, put them in. Let me see here, the chat, the QR codes, submit your leads. So we got leads, and then I am gonna cold call. I guess we would say cold calling. Oh my god! So I got trainers and all kinds of knuckleheads trying to reach out to me. They want to sell this shit that I'm giving you guys for free. I'm not interested in that, but I'm missing out on a bunch of money and blah 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 blah. Like, bro, you don't know anything about my life. All right.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice. Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 81777177792 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, TC, it's John. I got a note on my desk that we're interested in purchasing this property. Trying to find, it's on Fall Creek Lane there. Give me a call back when you got a few minutes, 210-255-2587. I'm trying to make heads or tails of these notes. This handwriting is awful. Give me a call when you can. Thanks. All right. Do I have the sound on? The sound is on. My phone, I don't know. I'm supposed to do all this shit, guys. Doing the best I can. This is what on-market real estate looks like. Okay, what is this? This is another, hey, do you need a VA? Like, if I needed a VA, I would call you, but I don't. Okay, so I got a couple of off-market cash deals that I'm working right now. Esteban text. Okay, so Esteban, maybe he's joining us now, maybe he's not. But if you guys are new here, usually I've got my partner here and we are moving and shaking, trying to get leads called. We've got a jot form submission. So if you guys scan, is it right there? Look, I'm getting better at this. Right there. If you scan that or scan this thing that's right here, and you submit a lead, if you've called them, if you've got the 5 pillars, if you've at least made some sort of effort, I'll call them for you, attempt to close them, move the deal onto paper, and then ultimately sell it for you. And we will JV with you and chop that deal 50-50. So my boy Dom Rocha sent us that lead that I was trying to call. I don't think I've called this one. I don't know if Joey is in here yet. I'm trying to keep track of this, but Joey sent us one. I wanted to get caught up to speed. Now this one right here, Dustin sent us, and this lady actually called me back over the weekend. I think it was on Sunday, and I don't work on Sunday. So she said she was out of town. She was coming back today. Blah, 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 blah. It's sold as is. This is for sale by owner. Ideal for an investor or builder. I don't know what makes her say that, but it definitely needs some updating. There's absolutely, yeah, I can see now looking at this. This thing is it's got some red carpet in it. Yeah, this thing is it's a full gut. It still has wood paneling and whatnot. So let's try to pull this up. I wish I could share addresses with you, but a lot of you knuckleheads will try to take the address, go around us, something. So this lady wants $190,000. I'm seeing in a full retail. And I'm seeing a different owner's name. So let's figure out what we were trying to accomplish. Yeah.
Morning, John.
Good morning, my man. How are you?
Doing well.
You got somebody to call?
Sure. We can call Mary back. We called her Friday.
Okay, refresh my memory for Mary.
Yep. Yeah, Mary. She has a fiance. She's like slowly moving into his house.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. And she hates her realtor because she thinks her realtor says that
So
she can
this
get
is the
way more
one that I
money.
was supposed to call back, but I didn't call her back.
Yeah, you had to leave when she was going to be available.
Right.
You had other shit to
That was
go
on
do,
Saturday,
so.
I think. Or was that Friday?
I'm thinking that was Friday.
Okay, so Friday it was. All right. So put all of that contact information
in the private chat.
Yeah, in the private chat.
I gotcha.
And then I will refresh my memory. I do remember this, that we talked to the agent, and the agent's like, yeah, we were way overpriced, but I told the seller, you know, we would reduce the fee or the cost, you know, blah, blah, blah. I remember this. Then I called her, and she was like total opposite. So somewhere in the middle there's the truth.
Exactly. Yeah, she was saying that, oh, I don't know why the agent thinks we can get all this money. And I said, but then she was telling me a house that was not comparable was getting 500 plus from across the street, which is why she's got it. They had it listed at 450. Now it's at 420. And my offer to her basically needs to be, my MAO on it's 275. And I think she did eventually come down. Her fiance called my VA back and said, hey, Matt, or hey, my VA, hey, Matt talked to Mary, the owner, a week ago. And, Matt said something about, in the 200,000s and we're asking 420. But the fiance goes, the male, he goes, hey, I think she might take like 3 or 320 on it. And then that's when you called back, and we just didn't get that far because she was going to an appointment.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting all the right address in here for you.
All right, get that in there.
Not wasting your time.
And then I'm going to put some stuff on a charger. Ramos, my man, how are you? Oh, shit.
What's up, my guy? Doing good.
Joey, is Joey fucking stage name? Like your real name's Jose? Like, bro, we're going to fucking iron this shit out right fucking now.
Yeah, my real name's Jose, but all my life I've been called Joey.
Okay. Dude. I'm like, what the fuck? Because the other day there was a leadership and they were talking about Jose, and then I'm like, he thinks your name's Jose. Well, fucking magically it fucking is. Okay. All right. So now we know. Now we know what the fuck is going on. So everybody out there that's watching, people just like you, random people on the fucking internet, reach out to us. We give them the super backstage fucking link, and they basically provide us with leads, and we call those leads. Either it's a deal or it's not. Or like on Saturday, I got to argue with an agent, and the dude is just an absolute knucklehead. So he is basically the hindrance in the sales process, but he said something to the effect of, I'm a broker in Nevada. I said, well, I'm a broker in California. Now what? And he goes, well, you're not licensed in Nevada. And I let him go. But like, I always reflect on whatever it is, right? And I just start coming up with verbal submissions and whatnot, objection handlers, shit like that. And my objection handler should have been there. I didn't know I needed to be licensed to buy a house. Do I? Do I sign up to the class with you and just fucking mockingly talk shit to him? Because the other thing is, I wasn't hired to sell that house. The guy didn't reach out to me. He reached out to your dumbass. And it's your dumbass that's in the way, like keeping everybody like, well, he's not interested in a well, I don't care if he's interested in any of those other ones. I'm trying to figure out a solution for this guy. And the agent's objection at first was, how is my client protected? Well, basically we went over that. Okay. And then his objection was, I believe, I'm getting all these things mixed up, but the client needed their entitlement. So on a VA loan, they give you X amount of dollars that you can use. So like you're pre-qualified for that amount. And then you have to go sell that house to get those, entitlement credits back so you can go and outlay those on another. So if you had, like, say, $1 million in entitlements and you bought a house for $300,000, you would still have money, quote, credits left over to go buy the other one. At least that's my understanding. I'm not military, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night, as noted. So anyway, Matt has put a lead in here. I'm gonna try to call this gal. Ramos, I don't know if we were working on something. I don't recall. It was that the one that was in Lubbock, Texas? Was that one yours?
Yeah, I believe that was the area. I can pull
Okay.
it up.
And that one was on market and whatnot, right? And that was the one with the football coach?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got that one on my list because they were gonna. Now, University of Texas, did they win their bowl game? So, like, she said that she was going. I thought she said University of Texas. Let's see here. UT football. I don't even see any news. Hold on, score. Bowl game. That's November 24th. If you guys can look that up, I'll look at that shit next. So, welcome everybody, Mo. Welcome to the building. If you guys don't know, Mo buys houses. At least that's what his fucking name says. So we're gonna take his word for it. I've got this other one I've got to call too. Let me call this lady real quick, and then we will. This is Dustin Kelly's. She left me a message over the weekend, and I'm assuming that I got the voicemail. Okay, so let's call this.
Hello?
Hey, Patricia, it's John. I got your message over the weekend. I just got back in the office calling about that property on Lee Street. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Yeah, let me call you right back. I'm at the airport.
It sounds good. Take your time. If I don't answer, I'll call you right back. I'm just banging phones right now.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Okay, so we will we'll put a pin in that one. We'll get back to her. So somebody again submitted a lead. This is a for sale by owner. I don't know anything about this property other than it is gated as fuck. So we're gonna have to figure that out. But it needs a shitload of work. I'd like to pitch a novation possibly to that one, but I have never done a novation, and that is something that I am going to focus on in 2024 is the novation game, because it's just another golf club in my real estate golf bag, if that makes sense. So basically, a lot of you guys and VAs that we had on this team when I first hooked up with Esteban and we decided to give this thing a shot and whatnot, he had VAs that would basically, hey, I'll give you a lowball cash offer. What about creative? Like, just so fast, just so rushing to it, and just poorly explaining. You want to start talking about sub 2. Well, if you want to confuse somebody, start using terms they've never heard of in their entire life. Sub 2, creative finance. What the hell does that mean? Like, it sounds like you're going to creatively screw me out of my house, right? So I just say simple shit like, hey, what if we gave you a down payment and made payments every month? How fucking simple is that? Is there any confusion about what it is that I'm trying to fucking do? Can I give you money, give you a chunk of money right now, and then give you chunks of money over a period of time? Oh no, we got a mortgage. Well, that's okay. We can work with mortgages too. And then the other thing I do is, if they don't ask about a sale clause, if they don't ask, well, what happens if you stop making payments? I immediately, hey, can I tell you guys a couple of questions that you should be asking? Basically, I throw the objection out, and then I have the counter for the objection that I throw out. And I do this all day in my mind. I argue with myself, both sides, because that's how I practice. I could practice with you guys and whatnot, but I just start grinding stuff up in my mind, and I figure things out. Like I've got, lines that I've come up with on the phone that, they seem to work. So I just continue to use them. When I'm telling you, I'm calling you from the communist country of California, and I envy you. I want to come visit America someday. Like, you let them know that, they probably think, I'm some weed smoking hippie out here on the West Coast, right? So I just want to try to get some sort of commonality with them and say, hey, look, like, I'm stuck out here in the communist country of California, and all the shit that they watch on the news and hear about fucking California and the taxes and all this shit, like, they laugh. And if they don't laugh, then I'm like, okay, what's wrong with this person? Like, that's a pretty good line. Okay. And then I start judging their intelligence. No, I'm just kidding. So basically, that's kind of how I do it. But I like to ask a lot of questions, because it's like jabbing. If you're coming at me with questions and I'm peppering you back with questions, and I keep asking you questions, well, then you're on, your heels. You're the one. I'm controlling the conversation. I decide which way the car drives, not you. The one who's asking the questions is the one that controls the conversation. So let me see. Joey, you sent me another one. Oh yeah, this was the guy. I think this was the guy that $3.9 million. Way to set the bar low, Joey. This the one that is the Airbnb, but it's only a part-time Airbnb, wasn't it? Or no?
Yeah, it was part-time. It's owner occupied. They live there.
All right. So we talked directly to the seller, if memory serves correct.
Yeah.
Okay, but yet this thing's listed on the market. So how did I do that?
So what happened is I talked to the agent, and I started talking to him about like doing some terms, like sub-2 terms, because I thought he had a mortgage on the property, but evidently he didn't. So he said the owner would call me directly.
Oh,
and
okay.
That's how I got that call.
Okay, I gotcha. Figure that out. And you got to fix your mic, bro, with this fucking heavy breathing. Fucking, you're not Darth Vader, bro. You're not that guy.
I'll pull it away.
No, it's all good. And Dustin, since I see you joined us, that property on Lee Street, that lady called me over the weekend, and I don't work on Sunday, so I did not get back to her until just now. She said she was in the airport, and she was going to call me back. So we're waiting for her to call me back. I let her know if I don't answer, it's because I'm banging phones.
Okay, yeah, it ain't no big deal. I just got in. So
yeah, so there's that. So did I call this one? What's this one? Okay, that's the one that's that one. Now let me call. I gotta go back, guys. You can keep putting shit in the chat and whatnot. I am trying. Let me put the chat. Oh shit, I got a bunch of chats. All right. Jose, my man, how are you? Maybe it was Texas Tech, Mario. I'm not sure. They played Saturday. I thought she said University of Texas, but yeah, you could be right. Let's look that up. Well, you guys look that up. We got to call that agent back. So let me call this one for Matt. Matt got this one in first. Matt, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
All right, I'm going to call her right now. This is the seller's number, right?
Yes, that is the seller's number, not the realtor.
Okay, and this one was in Kansas. I think I probably called for my let's call for my Fresno number. I wonder, is there any way to search? Is this the one too? That might have been her. What was it? This might be this one. So I've got my regular cell phone number, and then I've got 3 burner numbers, one in California, one in Texas, and one in Florida. And I turned off the notification because turned off the notifications. I got so many notifications. I hate when my phone bings and bongs. I can't fucking do it. So let me call this lady again. Oh, Mary, Mary, why you bugging? But yeah, this is the one. Let me pull this up on my thing too. I can't remember. Yeah, this was one that was on market, right? Okay, let me do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to start closing some of these. I'm going to close that one, and that one. Okay, so 420 because they're high.
They are definitely high at 420. Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens.
Yeah, you need it 75.
Hello?
Hey, Mary, it's John. I spoke to you over the weekend about that property that you got on the market there at Prairie Village. You got a second for me?
Actually, I don't because I'm in my office.
Okay.
So I'll have to talk to you later on that.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. Just reach back out to me. This is my direct cell.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, so Mary is at work. Put a pin in that. Let's actually I'm gonna put that one in my CRM. Nah, she hasn't earned it right in my CRM. Those are for fucking the real deal. The judge is still out on that one. Okay, so 13. Let me see here. Okay, hang on. I'm looking at Joey. Joey was second in the chat box. So let me see here. I was looking at this one. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do with this. This guy's got 2.7% interest rate on $1 million, but he wants 4 times that amount. So that's gonna kill. I mean, it's gonna have to financially pencil. I don't know. Like this one is a pretty tough sell. But we can on. Let me see. Joey, can you hear me? AKA Jose, where the fuck did he go? Left? Okay, he left. I had him on the backside there. Esteban I thought was going to join us, but he's not here yet. So this one, Joey, okay. Independence Bowl, Shreveport. Okay, Saturday night. Oh, nice. All right, Ramos, solid there. Okay. Joey sent a personal thing there. So he's got to hop on the ambulance. He's got a 911 call. So I forgot that's what Joey does for me. Anybody out there, let's see, it's right there. If you scan that QR code right there, you could submit leads to us, and I will call them live, and we will do a JV deal with you. That could be you getting 25% because you didn't call them. You're sending me fucking cold call bullshit. But if it turns into a deal, then we will JV with you. Let's see here. Gabriel out there, you need to submit your leads right here. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Fucking. There he is. The fucking creative one. You're on mute, by the way. And your video is off. So Esteban joined us. Let me put this on this way. So I don't know what he's got going. There he is. You're on mute, dude. Esteban, you know you're on mute.
I wasn't even talking, my man.
I know, but I saw you trying to look all fucking pretty in here and shit. So, all right, I'll let you run the backside. So basically, I've made a few calls. People are at work. They can't talk. Joey sent us this crazy fucking deal over the weekend. $3.9 million, basically $4 million. And this guy, it's on the market. So this guy has an agent, called us directly. We're going to put together some sort of a seller finance deal. But I don't even know what the hell we would do with this thing. And I'm not in the position of locking shit up that I can't move. So I will text you, Esteban. But what I'm saying is, that's why I was asking who on the backside is going to underwrite our deals. I'm gonna put it in the WhatsApp.
Yeah, well, on that topic, I got our version 2 of the calculator coming out probably in the next 3 to 4 days.
Okay.
But we're actually going to be having a deep dive underwriting session with Michael Matscanian, like for free, for like two hours.
Is that how we say his last name, or did you just make it up like Motzenberger?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I said
made that
right.
shit up.
Yeah, so
bro, this guy's last name has so many letters in it, and they make no sense to anybody.
The owner of the Seller Finance Homes.
Yeah.
You know that page on Facebook?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is.
We know Mike. I do. I mean, he was my battle buddy. Oh,
pretty good. How's it going?
I'm busy. Look at me. I got no time for the people online. It's like a press photo for him and whatnot. Like,
yes,
fucking president sitting behind the White House desk.
No, so it's a 4-bed. Let me pull it up. Or do you do assisted livings?
Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, okay. What area?
Oh my God, are you in a?
I'm actually working on I'm working on a 1.7 million one, and here in Oceanside. So that's well, this one it's let's see. It's currently 4, but it's got some couple ADU plays, and over here, you know, for the assisted living they're paying around 7 to 9,000, and then you can put some hospice care patients on there. I have a medical director in place, so no, it's not full. There's 2 residents that share one room at 3,500 each, and then there's a total of 4 rooms, and then there's an ADU in the back. The ADU it's missing a restroom, shower, all that stuff, but it's probably be better fitted for doing some kind of Airbnb, because it's like 3 blocks from the ocean. So you make around $15,000 a month, and then you can build another ADU in there. So that's what I'm looking at. So that's why I was just looking to sell this thing here. And no. So on this one, I actually know the seller. He used to operate as an assisted living. He renovated it. And he's liquidating a couple other ones. So he's got some bigger ones in San Antonio I'm hoping to take down as well. But yeah, it's a 4-bed, 2-bath, 2,216 square feet. It's turnkey ready, fully furnished. It's
Okay, so we'll let Esteban continue his super boring fucking conversation that he's having with that buyer. I am trying to call leads. I'm trying to answer questions in the chat here. Everybody, yeah, if you got leads, like, you know, send me some vetted fucking leads. If you're just sending me, you know, cold call stuff, cold call is a minimum wage activity. I don't do that. Done plenty of it. Not saying you guys shouldn't do it. You should definitely get on the phones and be banging phones. But I'm only trying to talk to warm leads and motivated sellers. So, what the hell is this? Boxed in by my daily drafts. What the hell does that even mean? All right, so trying to follow with that. Esteban's trying to move a property. I don't know if that's one we got in Texas or another one that we've got here in, or he does in Oceanside that he walked. I don't think he's put it under contract yet. Okay, so this guy is getting blocked. Info blocked. All right, so I hit him with fuck off because that's the type of professional I am. Okay, so what do we got here? Matt Schneider, welcome, sir. You can join the cast. Esteban is on a call. Yeah, who's that was Ken. I don't know where Ken is, but Ken had that deal in Utah. I've already covered this. You can send some leads, but if you didn't call them and you don't have the 4 pillars and all that shit, not really interested in calling anything like that today. So let's call this guy again. Wait, there was one up here. Hold on. I mean, we've got so many leads, guys. It's absolutely crazy. So there was one that Dom Rocha sent me. Is this one? Oh, this is the one that's in pre-foreclosure. Let's call this one again. Let's see if we can. Was this one? This one was in Florida. So we're going to get on the Florida. Boom. Florida. I don't care. Here we go. But like when I'm trying to make phone calls and whatnot, and text messages are coming in, and then I hit the text message and I'm just trying to dial, like super annoying.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 850-543-2174 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Carrie, I got a note on my desk. I know I called you last week. I apologize if you called me back. I don't recall. I was calling about the property on Old Cypress there in Florida. I guess it's in pre-foreclosure. I'm just trying to see what I can help you do to get the bank off your back. Not trying to list your house for sale. Not one of these knucklehead wholesalers trying to buy your house at pennies on the dollar. I will help you save this house from foreclosure at no charge if that's what the game plan is. But I don't know what I don't know, and I won't know unless you give me a call back at 727-228-0343. Again, my name is John. We've got like 72 hours left in this week before we shut down for Christmas. So I'm willing to help you at no charge, but you've got to give me a call. I'm not going to chase you. Have a great day. All right. So you will almost never get a pre-foreclosure on the line. So I will leave voicemails like that. I'll try to get as much information as I can on their voicemail because, I mean, they're not going to call me back. I may not have a chance other than that
John,
to convey. Yeah.
do you know who the owner of the Seller Finance Homes is?
What do you mean?
The group on Facebook, Seller Finance or Owner
I have.
Financing.
Oh, you added me to that. I don't know who they are or why.
Seller Financing Homes.
Yeah, I know.
That group?
Yeah, you added me to that group, but
oh yeah, no, the guy's a pretty big buyer. He buys mobile home parks, land, shopping centers, all that stuff, nationwide. But he wants to take down the property I have on Pecan Grove.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, that thing is like a block from the projects.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's a good area of town, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because of the whole dynamic, I already put my 5K EMD on it. It pencils out regardless. I was just gonna close on it. But this oceanside opportunity fell in my lap, so I'm letting that one go. But the guy called me. He buys assisted livings and multifamily. So I was on the phone with him. But the guy sounded like a robot because we were talking, and I was trying to get more of his buy box. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I buy apartment complexes. I buy multifamily nationwide." And he's like this one seller. He's like this one wholesaler. He brought me this one property, this and that. And he's like, that's not a good deal. He's like, anyway, I buy nationwide. Call me back. You guy's fucking weird, dude.
Well, as long as he can perform
nationwide, like he sounds like a I don't know, like a
AI?
robot. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna dump that Pecan Grove.
Does he need to walk it?
No, I do need to send him an email though with the breakdown. These knuckleheads. I told the VAs to take the day off because I'm like, holy shit, like you guys they just can't keep up with all these deals that are coming in. And I'm trying to help everyone out.
Okay,
get their very first deal.
So your right-hand man, Eric, wants to know if we have the exact information for Smarty Jones. Why would he not have access to that?
Exactly. We've been posting it there a couple times.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you deal with that, but like it's redundant.
Yeah, I think we should kick Eric out, make him homeless, and bring Ramos and Mo in. We can be buying Mo houses.
Well,
like what are we doing?
Matt Duke is a guy that I would throw his name into the hat. He's got time, and basically he's been joining us here every day for the last couple of days. So are these other guys. There's some homes for people here on the backside. We just want people that got the hustle muscle. You don't have to know it all. In fact, you don't need to know anything. If you basically make the effort, I will close the deal for you. We're just trying to get our supply chain. So we just figure out every time we replace somebody with somebody else, we figure out what the next weakest link is. Either you can make it happen or, you need to move on and go do something else. Like, I'm willing to help, but you got to have the hustle muscle is all I'm saying. I don't have all the answers. I started where you guys started. And basically I didn't have anybody to really help me. I just kept making contacts and making phone calls and getting the absolute shit kicked out of me on the phone. So I understand, the whole cold calling game. I'm not telling you something that I haven't done. I'm not one of these fake ass influencers. Hey, do this and you should do that. And you don't fucking do any of that shit. You basically have VAs and other people, way more talented than you, for lack of a better term, making your calls and doing all of that. So we're trying to put a team together. My biggest problem is I can't delegate anything. I'm an only child. I've always done shit by myself. I do not like help whatsoever. And it's hard for me not to, or to delegate and release and let everybody else do shit. My wife yells at me all the fucking time about that shit. So 2024, I'm trying to release some of the stuff. So that's why Esteban's here. Esteban's got all these systems and he understands all this fucking technology that I could care less about. I need some leads. I need a phone. I need to hook up with the seller. I want to make breakfast. I don't want to clean the dishes. So let's get a conversation. Let's put it on paper. And I got somebody to put it on paper. Then let's get it dispoed. And allegedly we have some people on the backside to do the dispo, but right now that is our supply chain kink. And then there's a lot of, I don't have anything bad to say about Investor Lift, but there are just a shitload of tire kickers on the backside. A lot of these guys are, looking to data chain the deals. Like they don't want to make any effort to go out and cold call. They basically, purport that they've got buyers and whatnot. And basically they're just trying to get in the way of the money. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But I mean, I've seen the same thing over and over again. You've got these groups out on Facebook that are, pushing around these absolute bullshit deals. And I see people get sucked in. They see huge numbers. One I'll give you guys for a fact I don't give a shit is I think they're called the Panama Towers or something in Miami, and it's the tallest building in Miami. And this thing has been shot around from one place to another, and everybody purports that they're direct to seller. It's anywhere from 1.7 billion to 2.1 billion. And then these knuckleheads are out there. Yeah, it's 2.1 billion plus 3% finder's fee. Like, agents aren't even making 3% on that deal. They're just not. Like, no one's giving away that kind of money on billion-dollar deals. The higher that the amount of the sale, the less the listing agent, the buyer's agent, all the above get. So you'll watch these shows like $1 Million Listing Agent, LA, New York, and they basically, it's kind of like Zillow, where they give you a Zestimate. Hey, what's the highest that this house could be worth? It's this much. Hey, we're going to put that out as the Zestimate. What's the highest commission? Oh, 3%. A lot of those deals, they're not making 3% on those deals. How do I know? Because I've looked up some of those properties, because the quote stars will post the address and all that kind of stuff on social media. I've looked up some of those properties, so I know, hey, this is how much, this thing penciled out and blah, 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 blah. So, rant over. So Esteban is on the phone with somebody. Ken is back. Ken, welcome to the show, my man. How are you? Oh, do I have my sound? Maybe Ken does. That's okay. Anyway, I know we got to follow up with him. You've got the one in Utah. And we've got somebody in the chat over here saying that they might be able to walk that thing if we needed somebody. But I got to figure it out. That one was like 11 bedrooms, 12 baths. It was a perfect setup. And if Esteban gets done with this call, we can have a chit chat and see if that is something that makes sense.
Yeah, that'll work. That's good.
Okay. So let me bust up the chat here. I think we called everybody. I need to call that one. I called Mary Clark. He was busy. This other lady was getting on an airplane. I just left a voicemail for that one. Let's see. I don't recall calling this one. Let me see here. Let me pull this one up. Is this one on the market? Yeah. That one, oh, yeah. I remember this one. Okay. This was Bill Smith. I remember this one. Husband passed away. They wanted to move immediately. This thing still needs 30 racks and repairs. Yeah, I think I deem this one not a deal. Not something that we can take down. So let me move down the list. That one is not that one. Okay, so there's that one. I used to have the Rolly, but the Rolly doesn't give me notifications, and I ended up getting rid of the Rolly. But I think we're going to go back to that because I got enough fucking distractions with my telephone. All right, so let's call this one and see what the hell this one. They bought an FHA loan, owned the property 3 years. That's a 5-bedroom. They want 245, asking 80 grand down. That's right. Oh yeah, did we call on this one too? Let me see if we. None of these work. Esteban, are you hearing me? Are you still on the phone? Let me see here. He might still be on the phone. He's fucking biting his nails right now. I got him stressed out. All right, let me call this one for no good reason. But this one's got a mortgage balance with a 3.1% interest rate, but it's also got a second on it with a 6.39% interest rate. I mean, blended, let's call it 4.5, basically, which isn't a great deal, but we can still give them a call. Which one? This is Texas. Let's get on our Texas number. We're going to call here. I got another one in Florida that we can put on paper, but I don't think it's a great deal. I was going to try to have a powwow with Esteban earlier this morning, but I think he was like getting a pedicure or something super unmanly. I probably should have asked him for his pronouns before I started saying shit like that. Esteban, tell everybody what your pronouns are. I apologize if it's he and him. He's not listening. He's probably got some smooth jazz playing right now or something.
Please leave your message for 956.
No.
Sorry, mailbox is full.
Oh.
To send an SMS.
So that is probably it. Let's just call it again for no good reason.
Please leave your message for 9.
All right, so we can't. So why don't we shoot them a text? Who sent me this one? Who sent me this one? Oh, Joey sent this one. And so Joey's in the ambulance. I'm going to shoot them a text. This one, text. Hold on, I'm going to mute you guys so I can leave a voice message to them. Okay, so All right, so we sent it. Oh, and my voice message thing just spelled my name Jon. And if you've been scoring at home, I am Jon. My parents were broke; they couldn't afford the H, so that's why we got the Jon. Shout out to John Sump. Anyway, who else has got something? Yeah, we'll follow up with yours, Jonas. That super expensive one. But I got to have a chit chat with what's his face, Esteban, if we can move that thing. Let me pull this one up. If you got any, go ahead.
I said, all right, sounds good.
Yeah. All right. So let me do this one. This is one of Dustin's. This one's for sale by owner. I don't know if I spoke to these people yet or not. I don't recall. It's only been on the market 13 days, unless. This one looks like it needs some work. Definitely needs to be updated. Let's is this one Texas too? So let's give this person a call for no reason.
Please leave your message for 2.
It's going to be tough this week to get people on the phone. I already knew that going in. That's why I need more leads to call. And obviously, I got follow up.
Please leave your message for 2.
Hey, Kathleen, it's Dawn. I don't recall if we've spoken already or if I just left you a voicemail or this is the first time you've heard my voice. There is a property on Bluebonnet Lane. I got a note on my desk. You are trying to sell this property. I am trying to get as much as I possibly can get done before I got to shut down for Christmas and New Year's. You can call me back at 210-255-2587. If I don't answer, it's because I'm on the other line. Give me a call.
Press 1 to start call or 2 to decline. The call will start at the beep.
This is John. Can I help you?
Hi, John. Patricia.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, so let me get back to that one. Let me pull this thing up. It was like on Lee Street. Let me see here.
Well, the house is old, and he has come down. He started out at 225, which is way too much, and then we got down to 190. I think it says right now.
Okay.
I think, is that right?
Yeah, it's at 190. That's correct.
Computer.
Yeah, it's at 190.
Well, he will go down some more. So the house is built in 1950. It needs work done to it, no doubt.
Yeah.
The lot is a little over half an acre. And the way it's situated, the house is all the way to the left of the property. So you got to the right a whole 45 or 50 foot lot, that you could make a lot,
Okay, so I could subdivide that.
If you wanted to.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what else you need to know. It's got city water and sewer. It just and there's a driveway already on the other side for if you want to make it another lot over there. I don't know. It just needs work. The house part.
Is your client currently living in it?
No, it's vacant.
It is vacant. Okay, so
Yeah.
no offers yet?
Oh yeah, we've had plenty of offers, but nothing even close to what he wants. So.
Right.
But he will come. So I'm thinking if you can get it close to 150, I think he would take it.
How much do you think this thing needs in repairs?
Well, it's pin beam, probably AC heating probably needed to be added. I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't. I've only been to the house once, so I live in Forney, so it's an hour drive, for me over there. But it just needs rehabbing.
Yeah,
It's got 3 bedrooms.
I'm thinking it probably needs about $50 a square foot. Does that sound about right, or do you think I'm too low?
On the house part, yeah. I don't know. That's probably maybe 50 to 75. I don't know, honestly. I am getting ready to get on a flight here in a few minutes. Have you seen the pictures and stuff?
Yeah, I've seen the pictures. That's where I was getting about $50 a square foot, which tells me I need to put about 70 racks into this thing. So, I can't get anywhere near 190 at the moment. Because it's not going to make. Yeah, it's not going to make the house worth 250,000 if I go and make those updates to it.
Right. Yeah.
And then
especially if you split it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then if we split the lot, then I've got to add water, I got to add power, I got to add sewer. And that's a whole nother.
I think that's already there.
You think that there's water, sewer, and power
know.
to a separate lot that doesn't exist yet?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Okay.
But it's right there, so it may not be that big of a deal to add it, or I honestly, I don't know.
Okay, I'll do some.
I just know. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I'll do some research. Like I just did one here on a lot in California. Granted, it's California, but it cost me it cost me $38,000 just to go 50 feet from next door.
Oh Lord, no, I don't think there's anywhere close to that.
Yeah,
I would. Yeah,
it cost me about 30. Yeah, it cost me about $35,000 just to move, put power to the lot out here, and that's just coming across the street.
Right. Yeah. I would call the city of Greenville and just ask them.
Okay.
How much it would cost to add, add the water, sewer, and all that stuff on there. So.
Okay. So.
And just make a list of it, and then maybe. I know he'll go down to 150, but I just don't know if he'll go any lower.
All right. So, do you think he'd be open to something like I give him a down payment and make payments on this? I can get closer to his number. If not, then I don't know what I can do. There's just way too much updating and whatnot that would need to happen.
Yeah. I don't know that he would do that, but I can ask him when I get back.
All right. So what's our next step? When should we follow up with one another? Tomorrow will be better for you?
Oh, yeah. Because I'm getting ready to get on the plane now, and I won't home till, late tonight, or, 6 or 7 tonight. So.
Where are you flying from?
Cleveland to Dallas.
What were you doing in Cleveland? That's not like a destination location, is it? What are you doing in Cleveland?
Grandkids. Family.
Well, then that makes it a destination location for sure. It doesn't matter where those grandkids are. I get it. I get it. How old are they?
Oh, anywhere from 14 to 30.
Oh my goodness.
Grandkids.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So-
you've got my number. Whenever you've got time tomorrow, reach back out to me. We'll see if we can put something together. Because I mean, we got the holiday coming up. I don't see this thing selling any time during that time.
No, I don't either. So yeah, I will try to give you a call tomorrow.
All right. I appreciate the time. You have a safe flight, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye. All right. So we just have a little conversation. We just tried to move the needle. So let me find that one in here. Am I on the Jot form submissions? Yeah. So I find, and no, maybe Esteban can teach me how to do a search in here to make this a little bit easier on me. But my phone is just absolutely blown up with calls, messages, all kinds of stuff. Let me see here. I think I've got a voicemail too from a seller. Let me see here. Completed call, inbox, completed call. People are calling. Where did I see that coming? That must have been on my main number. Maybe it was. Okay. All right. So what do we got? What else do we got other than these big, huge fish? These are not something I'm interested in touching. Those were all sent to us by a wholesaler. This one is, we already talked to the ones in Mercedes, Texas. That one is dead. They wanted way too much money. Let's see if this one is still available. And if so, we can reach out to Ryan, but he needed a way deeper discount. Looks like it is under contract. So we'll see. He put it under contract. Let's call that guy and see if he put that shit under contract. I want to see. So I didn't think this thing was worth what he was willing to pay for it, but let's see if he put this under contract. And then these are the things that I also want to monitor. When I tell you it's not a deal and then you go lock it up anyway, we're going to see who's right.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Hey, Ryan, it's John. We spoke last week. I was going to help you.
I was about to say, man, they're transferring you. Hold on.
I can't hear you guys. Hold on. Oh, let me go through, but I don't know if there's any voicemail on this thing.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Ryan, it's John, a.k.a. Mott's. We were on the live last week. I think you're in the A1 group. Anyway, you sent that property in Springdale. Looks like it's under contract. I was just curious if you put it under contract and what the exit strategy is. I want to keep my eye on that with you, but if you don't have it under contract, we should keep an eye on that thing and see if we can swoop in and put it under contract. Give me a call, 559-212-3423. So, guys, hang on. Somebody was talking and I muted everything. Pick up where you left off. Go ahead.
No, my bad. I was saying it was just a Google Voice transfer.
Oh, okay. All right. So Matt Schmidt put something in here. Let me see. Did I call on this one? This one looks familiar.
I can't get the so we brought it up into one of the Zoom into one of these lives, but
okay.
I was actually at work whenever you actually came to it.
Okay.
So I couldn't do anything with it, but we were supposed to call the seller and see if the lady went to go do a bankruptcy because the house is going to auction. So I'm hoping that she already went into bankruptcy because they took it offline from Zillow.
Okay, and then what's the exit strategy on this one? Is this something you take down yourself? You're going to try to wholesale this thing? Like, what's going on?
I prefer to try to hold it.
Okay.
It would be a sub 2.
Okay. Did we get the seller's phone number? Do you have that too?
I couldn't. My batch, it won't let me search up the address physically. It keeps telling me there's nothing found. And then you search. I think you searched it up somewhere else. I'm not 100%.
Let's see here. So we've spoken to an agent. We haven't spoken to a seller. Is that what I'm understanding?
No, not yet. Not yet. I spoken to the agent, but we were supposed to speak to the seller because they took it offline. So my guess is she canceled the contract with the agent and then went and did the bankruptcy.
Okay, let me see. Do you know the name of the seller?
No, because I couldn't. My batch would have let me search it up.
Okay, let me see if I can do this.
And he never
All right,
told me.
Katie Davis is the owner. So Katie Davis, hold on. What is this? Katie Davis. Let's see if we got old fucking Katie Davis here. Do you not see that? Look at page 2. Katie Davis. No, there's no Katie. There's another page. Let's just dig through. I don't even see it. Do you have the agent's number? Matt's got bad cell connection. He goes in and out. Matt, you got the agent's number?
All right, now is it loading?
Yeah, I got you. You got agent's number?
Yeah, I do.
Put that in here. Let me call and figure out what's going on.
All right.
Okay, so I already talked to you. Marcus complete. All right, so 8 dog, contingent and pending. Contingent means we are selling this house contingent on me finding a suitable replacement property. So for instance, I make an offer on your house, but I got to sell the house that I'm living in first before I can close on the house that I'm trying to buy for you. So I'm going to submit this offer and you're going to accept this offer with the understanding that I got to sell this house. It's contingent on me selling this house before I can buy yours. That's what contingent means. So yes, it pending means, hey, we've got an accepted offer. Contingent means we have an offer that's contingent on something else. And that doesn't necessarily have to be that you sell another house. Contingent upon you getting pre-approved, contingent upon you winning the lottery. Like there's a lot of things, and that's all language that would be in the offer. So I am not privy to the exact reason unless I call the agent where it's listed. So in the MLS, it might say something like, this house is being sold contingent upon the seller finding a suitable replacement property. That's a pretty vague statement, right? They've got to find something suitable before, they will sell the house to you. And I've tried to sell houses like that, including my own house. It's a lot of stuff that can go wrong during those. Everything's gotta hit at the exact same time. We can have 10 backstage. So let me see if I can get Esteban or somebody to get Mario backstage. Can any of you guys get that to Mario? I don't know how to do that because he's watching on YouTube. That's the backstage. But let me call this one in Michigan for old Matt Schneider here. And I will call from my California number.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Where'd you find Katie Davis by chance?
I'm a broker, so I have something called the National Association of Realtors RPR. So it shows that this is the vague information that I have that the owner name is Katie Davis. She paid $103 per square foot. Let me see here. She's owned it for 2 years.
I found on True People Search.
Actually, her phone number is right here. I actually just saw that. Let's go direct to seller. Let's see what kind of a party we can uncover.
And then I looked up on True People Search. I was trying to find Katie Davis's
There's none.
phone number.
Right.
Yep. And then I searched up the address, and it brought up Deborah.
Yeah, I'm going to call Katie Davis right now and get the 411. Unless she can tell me that she's not the owner.
Yeah, because if not, then it's this other one named Deborah.
Hello?
Please leave your message for Kate.
Well,
Directly on my cell at 559-212-3423. I got a note on my desk that you're interested in selling this property. I guess there was an agent involved. I just did some research online. They're telling me somebody else owns this house, but according to the tax records, I think it's you. Could you call and correct me if I'm wrong? 559-212-3423. I'd appreciate it. You have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. I fucked up, told her to have a great day when she should have had a fucking decent day. We all know that. So, all right, Matt, if you heard that, I left her a voicemail. Matt, you have my cell phone number?
I'm not.
Well, I guess
I don't think so.
It doesn't matter. Anybody steals this number, I'm gonna fuck you up. Hang on to that number right there to put your notes. That is going to be Katie's number in case I need it in the future. Because I don't put anybody in my CRM that aren't 100% serious about working with me. So as soon as I get that kind of confirmation, I'll put all the contact information and all that shit into my CRM. So if you guys got more leads, yippee-ki-yay. We can get those done. I did that one. Let me see. What is it? Lisa sent this one. I don't remember why we like this or not like this. Vacant, active pre-foreclosure. Let's see. Let's see what that sounds like. Is this one on the market? No, it is not on the market. So let me pull it up on NAR. It is in foreclosure. Old Derek Thomas. Is it Thompson? Thompson. It's not. All right, let's call Derek. See what the story is.
Hey, Mott's.
Talk to me
real quick.
Yep.
If you got a house that's off market,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking at it in the neighborhood, and there's houses that are 170, there's houses that are 130. Like, how do you justify within the last 90 days that where the house would be at? Does it need to, like, just saying how much it needs to be updated, or is that what you do?
Okay. Walk me through that again. Who's talking first? Ken?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ken, you're driving, walk me through this. You're driving through a neighborhood, you see a house that's off market, and you're trying to pull comparables. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes.
Okay. So first off, we got to make sure that we're comparing apples to apples. So you want those things as close to the subject property as possible. You don't want to cross any major streets. You don't want to go more than a quarter of a mile away. And you don't want to, if yours is a single story and you're comparing it to 2-story houses, like that's not really apples to apples. If you can, it's better to time travel than it is to distance travel, meaning it's better to go back 6 months, 9 months, 12 months with shit that's on the same street. So Jameel one day said he likes to compare apples to apples, but he wants to compare those apples in the same orchard, and even better, they're on the same tree, meaning houses that are on the exact same street. So I run into this shit all the time as an on-market agent. I'll go into somebody's house and I'll say, hey, I think your house is probably going to trade at $300,000. And they go, oh no, we want $350 for our house. Nobody ever says, hey, no, we were thinking about selling it for $250. They just don't. They always want more of whatever I think the house is worth. So I say, well, you have a direct match across the street, same model, same square footage, same bedroom count right across the street that sold yesterday for $300,000. That's what I think your house is going to sell for, whatever it is. And they basically, well, okay, well, we'll think about it. Meaning, hey, we're going to go get another opinion from another realtor. And then usually people select their agent based on whatever absurd number the agent says that they could get for their house. So there's training out there that you can't get a price reduction unless you have the listing, and agents will just take overpriced listings, and they don't have enough spine to tell the homeowner, hey, you're way overpriced, because that's how they got the listing, right? They lied to the seller and said they get them all this money, and that's just not the case. So that is how you pull comps, and comps are sold. They're not pending. They're not for sale. It's not a fucking Zillow estimate. It's none of that shit. It's based on either 20, like, okay, for instance, let's say the house was built in 1980. You don't want to compare houses that were built in 1992. You want to cap it at about 1990. You don't want to get any, older, such as like, more than 1970. You want to basically do 10 years plus, 10 years minus. Bedroom count, you want to get a 2-and-1 is not going to trade for the same as a 3-and-2, which is not going to trade the same as a 4-and-3, or, you get the gist. So that's basically how you have to pull comps. And I don't do any of that shit. None of that shit matters until they tell me that they want to sell their house. So I don't do any free, guessing or whatnot. And it doesn't really matter what the house is worth. The house is worth what a buyer's willing to pay for it. And I'm the only buyer that can pay more than anybody else based on, hey, if I gave you a down payment, would you let me make, payment every single month? So that is the deal with that. So I am going to call this. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to call this one real quick, see if we can get this guy on the phone.
Please leave a message for
Hey, Derek, it's John. I left you a message last week. I know you're getting bombarded with calls, texts, realtors trying to sell your house, knucklehead wholesalers trying to buy your property for pennies at the dollar. I'm not interested in doing any of that, but I am interested in saving your house from the auction block, if that's what your game plan is, and I'll do it at no charge. Give me a call. I don't have a cookie cutter solution for everybody. I don't have all the answers, but I got a lot of them. 559-212-3423. Again, my name is John. I'm calling you from the communist country of California. If I help you save your house from the auction block before Christmas, I'd be happy to do that, but I can't do it unless you give me a call. Okay, so we left a message for them. The thread. I left a voicemail for this guy again. I left voicemail again. Okay. So, Junior, you're going to fucking. Junior's trying to hop in line. I'm trying to run a Zoom. Like, I don't have fucking time for it. Text me, call me, whatever. Okay, so this one right here. This is another one. I hate condos. I hate apartments and whatnot. It usually doesn't. It limits the amount of buyers I have. And this one is in great condition. So there's that. Let me see what I've got here. Did we get Maria back? No, did. Esteban's not paying attention. Let me see here. Let's see. Junior's trying to fucking call me with more fucking crap. Let me see here. I don't know if I've even looked at this house yet. No. Florida. My back is killing me from carrying this fucking live every single fucking time that we're on. Esteban is basically just trying to be a fucking supermodel back there. Okay, so let's call fucking Junior and see why I should give a fuck about this stupid house.
Morning, John.
Hey, you're on the live, so don't drop any information. So why are we looking at a house that's for rent?
All right. Also, that's been on and off the market since the beginning of the year, right? I initially approached this agent, or this a new agent. I approached the old agent with a cash offer of $240. They declined. I offered to come up to their asking price, which was $355, and with a down payment of $10,000. They declined. I've been following up with this new agent. So I talked to him last time. I told him, hey, we come up to the $325, cover your commission and put 10 grand in your seller's pocket. They declined. I got on the phone call with him just last week. I told him, hey, look, check it out, man. I know you're seller, and we've made offers to the other agent that he fired. But hey, what if we come up to the $350 that he initially wanted, and we take over that mortgage, and then we make payments from the equity, $100 or $300 a month. I amortize that thing to $360, bro. I'm actually driving right now. I'm working, but this is what happened. He said he was gonna ask him. I sent him an offer for the $350, $10,000 to the seller, and we covered the agent's commissions. He said, call me back. I talked to him the day before yesterday, and he was open to the conversation of us giving them that money. Now he's all like, you know what? My seller actually wants $25,000 down, not $10,000. But if we could do that and put that on paper, we could make something happen. I said, I don't know if 25 is even gonna work, bro. But let me get with my team and crunch up numbers. So the remaining mortgage on that thing is $228, and we ought to come up to the $350 that he initially wanted. So that's where we're at right now. If you want to holler at him, bro, and chop it up with him and see what the fuck he wants.
Okay, let's tap the brakes. How much? You said it's $228 is the balance. What's the interest rate?
3.
3 even?
3.2. Yeah, it's around there.
Okay. And this house is vacant?
It is, and they just put up for rent. I told him, why are you guys renting it out when we could just make that payment? And he's like, yeah, my client is interested. And this is the backstory with the client. The client was in Virginia. He moved out here. He moved out to Florida. He's a contractor. He doesn't have time to run this thing. He initially the guy thought that he was gonna cash flow a couple of $100 a month. But that's not the case. I explained to the agent. Usually, if you want to make that, you need to wait it out at least 12 to 24 months, bro. It's like real estate is a long game, long play. He's like, yeah, I understand. I explained that to my client, but he's a hard-headed ass dude. I'm like, well, look, talk to him. Tell him we could give him $10K, and pay your commission, and let's get this thing on writing.
Okay, hold on. There's like so many things here that make this not even a fucking deal. Let's just tap the brakes. I mean, you are absolutely the worst at force feeding these deals down people's throats. You're solving problems that they don't have. So let's start with the PITI. What is that?
1,800.
Okay, so you got 1,800. Okay, and then how much is a solar payment?
Solar payment is about 190, bro.
Okay, so let's call it, we're at $2,000 a month. Okay, and then how much is the HOA on this?
Thing is 190 for annually.
Okay, so let's see, 190 divided by 12. Okay, so let's call that $16. Okay, and you said the solar was 190 a month?
Yeah.
190 solar plus 16. Okay, so now let's call it $2,000, a little over $2,000. Okay, they have not been able to rent this thing out for $2,100. So what do we do with this thing once we take it down? We can't rent it either.
You could wrap this thing, but they actually
wrap it to who?
To somebody that can qualify for a property.
Okay, I mean, this is all mental masturbation. Okay, so we've got, how much is the agent's commission on this?
About 8K.
Is that 3% down, 2% down, like
2.5?
Okay, so 2.5 on 350. 350.
No. 2.5 on 325.
Clear. 325. 1, 2, 3 minus 2.5%. 8125. And then what type of loan product is this?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I mean, we're gonna need to know that. If it's FHA, if it's VA, like there's different things that we need to do, whether it's conventional. Okay, so then 228 is the balance. I'm making a stroke on that. Then how much is the seller carryback? What are we paying on that?
Get the other light, bro. What's the other light? Okay, what was that?
The seller carryback.
That is 112, bro.
$112 a month is what he'll accept.
No. 112K.
Okay, 112K.
With a more times over 360. With a monthly payment is just shy of $400.
Bro, where in the fuck are we going to make any money in this deal? They can't even rent this thing for $2,100. You're already telling me that there's $2,500 a month that are nut. Plus, I got to pay $8,125. Plus, I got to pay $25K to the seller, right? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I'm here.
Yeah. So, I mean, how do we make any money in this deal? Like, I'm trying to help you think this shit through, but like, do you understand that this is not a deal?
You don't think so?
Junior, if it's $2,000 or $1,800 a month to the bank, if it's $190 a month for solar, okay, you can't rent this thing for $2,100, but your all in is about $2,500, right?
Yeah.
So if they can't rent it out for $2,100, who's going to pay more than $2,500 a month for this thing?
So what I think, I've been talking to a lot of agents, bro. So I think that the whole PITI, the whole monthly payment is $1,800, bro.
Okay.
With the solar and all that other shit.
Okay. Do this for me. Get all their numbers correct. Let's put it on paper so I can see, because the math that I just did shows that it's $2,500 a month, and you basically need $32,000 plus closing costs just to get in the deal, and there's no money in there for you and me.
Yeah, I could do that.
So get all your numbers together and come back to me. But on the surface, this is not a deal. We need to figure out, I need to know, I need a mortgage statement and I need the solar statement so I can see what that is, because you're leaving out a bunch of key components just trying to rush to put something on paper. But I mean, if we just threw $8,000 on this as an assignment fee, we're at $40,000 plus closing costs and a TC fee. We're roughly at about $45,000 to buy a house that they weren't able to sell, that you want to pay $350,000 for, and then find a wrap buyer. There's not going to be a wrap buyer with $45,000 down. At least I don't think there is.
Copy. I could get that for you.
Get it all for me and get back to me. I got to make some phone calls.
Let's go.
All right. All right. So I try to help you guys think these things through. Junior, he's got the hustle muscle, but like he's so out over his skis 9 times out of 10 on these deals that they just don't financially pencil. Just because somebody says they're willing to do creative or whatever doesn't mean it's a deal. Sometimes the best deals are the ones you don't buy. That is not a fucking deal. I'll call the agent anyway. I don't give a shit. But I mean, the agent wants their commission and the seller wants 25 grand. He can't even sell the thing. It's just not a deal. All right. Do I have any more in here? I'm not calling that one because that is not a deal. Donna, we've already been over this one. That's not a deal. Donna, Texas is not somewhere people want to live. Lee, I've already spoken to that lady. She was the one hopping on a plane. I thought we were going to direct a seller on that one, but it's not. This one right here, we got 2 of those that, you know, people want us to make a deal on. I'm trying to figure that out. Welcome, Tom. Welcome, Bella, and Amber. All right. So, if you guys got leads, deals, whatever, get over to me. I'm going back through the list right here, trying to get caught up. So I think I'm caught up to speed. Waiting for Esteban to come on here so I can make a couple of phone calls for some other stuff. I won't get off the live till after 12. Okay, so somebody else. It's also a sub-2 student. They're also an agent. They want me to call them at 11:30. I mean, I can't. I'm stuck in the saddle here. Does anybody have any questions that they want to ask me? Bueller? Okay. There's another one here. Somebody put something in. Hold on. Oh yeah, there's this one. What the hell is this one all about? Oh yeah, this one. This is the one with Knucklehead Wholesaler. That is not a deal. Not a deal. So I had somebody bring me that. I recorded the call, but wholesaler, Zillow said that shit's worth $580. This guy's trying to wholesale an $850,000 deal. Like, it doesn't make any financial sense. Let's see here. Oh my God. All right. Matt has sent one here on the backside. I don't know how we make any money on a deal like this. Let's see. This thing needs a full rehab.
Yeah, probably about 45 for a slumlord, 65 if you really want to like make it updated.
Okay. Let me see here.
Watch out, there's a gator in here.
Here, you take the speaking and whatnot. Let me get focused. You say hi.
You know what I'm doing over here, John?
Fucking around? Did
No,
oh, okay.
No, that property in Pecan it's a nightmare, but I'm working it out. Is what I'm doing.
Why? What's going on?
Well, they did the California trick and flip. You ever heard of that?
No, what's that?
Who ran the numbers on this on the ARV?
I have no idea.
Yeah. So it's probably about $100 grand overpriced.
Okay.
But it's got good terms on it. So it's got good terms on it. And basically I'm just gonna dump this thing. I increased the assignment to $12,000, and it's gonna cash flow gross.
It's the same thing. You know, $100,000 house I can sell you for $1 million. It comes fully furnished. You're basically gonna get in. You got terms. You don't have to do anything. You could basically go get a DSCR loan after all said and done. After you can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, so whoever buys it. Whoever buys it is gonna gross cash flow at minimum 6, at a higher end $10,000 gross, right? Depending if you keep it as a long term or do hospice.
Okay.
So yeah, I have 2 backup buyers.
Now, do I need medical professionals to do hospice? Like you're more
hospice? Yes. Yeah, you need to have what's called a medical director.
Okay.
But the payouts are a lot higher. That's why there's a lot of people in sub 2 are trying to get into hospice, the skilled nursing facilities. You can turn a small multi, like a 6, 8, or 10 unit, into a skilled nursing facility. And you get about $9,000.
Well, that's good.
$12,000 per person.
We've got one in I think it's Ogden. I think that was Ken's, right? Ken, was that your?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So he's got an 11-bedroom, 12-bath facility in Utah, and I pull it out on the tax records. It says it's a hotel motel, but allegedly it is a single family. And we could put something on paper. They would be open. They wanted 20% down and want to carry at 5.5% interest. They've got a couple of offers. Obviously, we're going to have to grind that thing down, be closer to a 10% entry, obviously. And then there's a whatchamacallit, agent involved. So, there's a lot of moving parts on something like that. That's why I prefer to go.
Sounds like a Morby method.
Well, I mean, you could definitely do that. But those are the type of properties that you can. They're a business, right? We can make business income coming in on those versus them being a single family residential, which you can only do so much. So just like the Pecan property, we're way overpaying for that thing, but it's not going to be a house that we live in. It's going to be an actual business. So we need to get that thing moved. I mean, it's moved. Either you're closing on it or the next guy is, whatever it is.
Yeah, I have 3 exits on that thing, so I just have to make some other phone
21st,
calls.
right?
On the 20th.
Okay, so we only have 48 hours to do the whatever.
Yeah, no, I have 3 exits on that. The property in the one we're JVing with CDK in Gilbert, Arizona. Matt is buying that. You know who Matt is?
Yeah, Beard.
Is that the? Oh, did I hit a nerve there?
No, why?
Oh, I don't know.
No, I don't. I mean, I know Matt Beard, but I'm not like best friends with the guy.
No, I don't know him either. I just found out who he was. He was the owner of Start Virtual with Pace.
Yeah, but he has like there's a series in there. He's not as active in sub 2. He's kind of doing his own thing. He's got called the No Challenge. But I took a Zoom call with him one day. He was trying to sell me his program, but like, bro, what do I need? Like, I fucking do deals. Like, what are you going to train me to fucking do? I mean, he's doing more deals than me right now. I can whip everybody with a fucking wet noodle on the backside of your team. We might be able to get something fucking done, but we're gonna have a power.
Well, he's taking down the Arizona property. That one's a negative cash flow. It's got a high interest rate, but no
surprise
credit
here
involved.
that you're selling deals that aren't fucking deals coming from that source. Let's just leave it there.
Well, I mean, I could sell anything. I mean, I helped Eric. You got a buyer of the property with I think it's got like a 6.9% interest rate, but it's got a 10% entry cost, so it's a homestead buyer. I know how to find those. But anyway, I have to make some other calls. The Ruskin property, I'm working on dispoing that, and I got to put some stuff on paper. So
hey, we don't have anything. There's no language in our contract that we have to keep that tenant in place, right? We just kind of verbally agreed to that.
You're gonna go there and verbally abuse her and kick her out.
Well, I mean, he's got to go. Like, there's no doubt about that. As soon as we close on this thing, we're going to have to issue bye-bye papers.
Well, we'll figure it out. But that's on the 31st.
Okay.
So here's the thing, I can move it and JV with somebody, like add somebody that will help us dispo.
Well, it's got to happen before that because the 31st is a Sunday. So technically you're going to have to close on the 29th if we're going to do it on this side of the
Yeah, but what I'm getting to is basically I mean, we can make probably like a $25,000 assignment fee on that one because it's only $10K to sell it.
Yeah, that's going to piss me off.
Yeah, so if we JV, it's a pretty hefty assignment. So I just wanted to work on that one with you.
Okay, so let's figure that out. So you go do whatever. I'm going to call this in Michigan and figure out what we were trying to do here.
Anybody, do you need help? Anybody have any?
Did you want to ask him about the one we were working on?
Which one is that one? That's the Lubbock, Texas one.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta handle this. Hold on.
All right, let me make this call and then we'll all circle back with that one. Mario, welcome to the show, my man.
Yo, what's going on, man?
We're just banging phones. So I'm gonna mute everybody here, make a phone call real quick, and then I'll come back, answer whatever questions, and dominate the conversation with my awesomeness.
Hey, is Joey from Utah real quick?
One right here. This one is in Detroit, Rock City. Let me see here. Let's make a call from my communist country line. I don't know how Pace does all of this shit. Like, that guy's fucking superhuman.
Downtown Realty, how may I help you?
Yes, sir. I was calling about a property on Drive there in Detroit. Let me see here. Rashid is who I'm looking for.
Rashad, he's not in the office right now. Can I give you your cell number, please?
Yeah, hang on 1 second. Let me grab a piece of paper. Okay, so let's call Rashad. Rashad's not in the office. So that's don't answer your phone and don't be in the office. That's the quickest way to not make any money in real estate. But what do I know? I'm just a lowly wholesaler, right? Does not appear to be ringing. Let's try that again. I got that right. I got that right. Boom. There we go. Hey, Rashad, it's John. I was calling about this property on Woodingham Drive. Did I catch you at that time?
No.
Okay, my man. So what's going on with this property? Obviously, it's a full gut. Been on the market for quite some time. You getting any solid offers on this thing? What do we got to do to get a deal done?
Oh, the owner's pretty firm.
And that's why it's been on the market so long, because he wants more money than the house is worth. Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm not sure what you're hearing, but what I'm telling you is that the owner's pretty firm, my friend.
Okay. So what is this purchaser to?
I was offered 48, and he countered him 50. So 50 is his mark. You give me a 50 cash. Here. But we want cash.
Okay, so I mean, I'm not in that area. What do you think I've got to put into this thing? I'm $50 a square foot. Am I more?
You know, that would be you and your contractor. You know what I mean? So I really can't tell you. I just know it's a really good deal, and I know that area. You know, to be thanking me in 2 years.
Oh, okay. So what would be my best strategy for this thing? To put money into this and sell it on the market again with you, or put money in this thing and put a tenant in it?
Either or.
Okay.
Cash out now, or if you want long term, it depends on what you want. Not what I want. It's what you want, my friend.
Well, yeah.
With this property, you could either do two things. You want to make some fast cash? Go get it. Put love into it. As soon as you put love, you already got equity. If you want to rent it out and have long-term money, then do it long-term. But it's going to be slow money.
Okay. What are the comps in the area?
Way over 100K. About triple the value of this property.
Okay.
Triple the asking price. I'm sorry.
Okay. Wow, the school district's not great, is it? Okay, it looks like he paid $75,000 for this thing. So
yeah, do you understand now?
I mean, I must have caught you at a bad time. I'm trying to make numbers work here, but it doesn't sound like
I'm trying to help you, brother. I'm trying to help you, my friend. And you're trying to assume certain things. I'm telling you, it's a great deal, my buddy.
Okay.
So, you know, you need to do your homework as much as you can. I can tell you, I get about 20 calls a day, but no money, no cash.
Right, because it seems like it's pretty overpriced. That's why I was trying to get something figured out.
Well, I wouldn't be at 10 calls a day if it was overpriced.
Well, I mean, if it well, okay, you're getting all these great calls, but you don't have a deal. Like, you don't get paid just for getting phone calls, do you?
Yeah. Well, if you see what I started on the price, you'll see where I'm at now. Anyway, do you want me to help you out with anything else, bud?
Oh, am I taking too much of your time?
Yeah, well, I have another client that's calling.
Okay.
So I just don't want to take up more of your time unless you want to make an offer that's reasonable.
Okay. Well, then let me put pen to paper, and then if I could trouble you to send an offer to the seller before the end of the day, I can call you back, or you can call me back.
Yeah, if you're at 50 or over, I really think you have a chance of getting this property.
Sounds good, my man. Give me a call back when you have time. It sounds like you're super busy.
No, I mean, sir, I'm not busy at all. If you have any other questions besides trying to down value the house, you let me know.
Well, I'm just looking at what.
You're very frustrated because you're not what you want, bud.
I'm not the one that's frustrated. They hired you to sell the house. So I'm just trying to put an offer together, but I'm trying to figure out, doing the math. You know, you did $100 price reduction. The house has been on the market for, 122 days or more. You don't have anybody.
You gotta look at what. Now, let me stop you because I want you to learn.
Oh,
Now, you gotta, first of all, you always need to go look and
Jesus Christ.
see what the price started at. Now, you already know what the guy paid for it. So you know he's losing money.
yeah.
So
we made a bad buy.
Anyways, that's my broker comp. But can you call me back later?
I might do that.
Answer this.
Have a great day, my man.
All right, take care.
Uh-huh.
I wish you the best.
You too, my man. Take care. All right.
Absolutely
So-
the worst real estate agent ever.
I mean, like, what could I have done there? I mean, I'm
He
willing
should
to
have told
take
him he's
any-
not real.
I'm willing to take any constructive criticism or verbal abuse, but like that guy is like, hey, I've got all these people calling me. Well, do you get paid to get those fucking phone calls? Where you started at price and where you're at, what does that have to do with anything? Do you have a deal? I've got to come up to 50 and we can get something done all cash. And then this guy is grinding my ass because he wants to make $495,000 processing fee. Huh? Bro, I can't say that out loud, but I bought something for my kids last night that cost more than $495,000 for Christmas. Fuck out of here.
Hey, I need your help.
My car costs more than this fucking house. Next, what do you want?
I got a problem.
I thought he was talking to me. Unbelievable.
Bro, John, you gotta do your homework, man. That's what he's saying. That's all he said.
He was
You
gonna.
gotta trust him.
fucking
Trust him.
Trust him. Hey, bro,
It's a
all
good
of my
deal.
eggs in your basket. Simon,
Trust
Tom, I need to
him.
do that. I did drop the ball on that one, getting overwhelmed with calls, but I will make that happen again. I need to. Tom. Okay, I need to follow up with that. Tom's got a couple of deals too here in California. He pitched my way. I definitely need to get on that. What does this one say? Where's the link for the one where I can show my face and talk and whatnot? What are we talking about? The dogs are growling, and if you knew my dogs, there's no reason for them to growl. But that deal right there, what Matt brought me that one. You not? Is he on here?
Which deal is that?
That was the one that's in the chat.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Did you hear it?
I was trying to get in before you called, but it
Okay.
ended up happening.
Well, the agent is very standoffish. Basically, told me I need to do my homework, and that house could be worth $150,000 if I put some love into it, and this, that, and the other thing. Basically, there's not a deal to be made there. They're priced way too high. He paid $75,000 for that house in 2020, so he overpaid for the property, and somehow that's my fault. So this guy has had on the market, and if I would see where he started versus where he is at, like I would know what a great deal that was. I mean, that house in 1992 sold for $8,950, and then it sold again in 2012 for $2,100. And this guy basically paid $75,000 in 2020. And then there's another sales price. I'm not sure exactly what that is for $31,000. So, I mean, this guy seems to be the same guy buying and selling this property over and over and over again. So I'm not sure exactly what the story is. But you haven't spoken to this guy, this agent, this anything?
I have, and I actually had I wanted to have you try possibly go cold on it. I don't know if you introduced and said that you were if I talked to him at all.
No,
at all.
came in cold and the guy was completely standoffish. Everybody in this call basically heard that call. I was,
Yeah, and if you try to like skip trace it, it's underneath an LLC.
Yeah, I mean, we've got access to that, but he hired an agent for a reason. Then the agent's only trying to make $495 on the deal, allegedly. So, I mean, I got cow boots that cost more than that. Come on now. That guy's
Yeah, no, I gave him the offer of 35, and apparently he thinks he owns the place.
Yeah. Okay. So,
pretty much.
Got to be at $50,000 for this all cash to make this thing make this deal happen. And if he had 50 grand in his pocket, like I think the ARV on this house is 51,000. Between 50.
I think the most I've seen of is I think $120 is once it's all fully updated into like maybe medium.
Let me see.
Of repairs, like 45.
You know how many bedrooms this thing is?
We only found.
How many bedrooms is it?
It's two bed, one bath, up and down.
All right, 2 and 1.
So it's a duplex.
It's a duplex?
Yeah, yep. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 1 upstairs, 1 downstairs.
Okay. I saw one that closed. There's a 4 and 2 that sold for 159,000. That's not even apples to apples. There's nothing. Let me pop on Privy. I don't know why I'm even wasting my time looking at this deal anymore because it's just not a deal. Just for entertainment purposes. Let me see what we got. So, okay, so there are properties that have sold across the street. There's one for 172. There's another one for 182, but that's across the street. Like there's nothing in his neck of the woods that is sold. There are properties that are sold for 11, for 30, for 19, for 73. Privy thinks this thing's worth 75. And that just could be because it's sold for that much. But let's pull up prop stream too. And then we got about an hour left to call in. Matt, I saw your, and I'm talking about Matt Duke. I saw what you put in the Kansas City. We can take a gander at that. Next, hang on, let me see. I'm just curious about what this shit sold for. So, number 2, where did number 2? Number 2 sold for 65,000. That was a 5 and 2. The value is just not there. Where's number 3 located? Oh, number 1, that one sold for 135. That was just down the street, but that's a 5 and 2. Those are not apples to apples. 95,000 is what I saw this other one. 10,000, 18,000, 35,000. Like it's just not a deal. So let's just stop talking about that house. That is not a deal. No matter what.
Yeah, I'll go to them next year and keep it in the pipeline.
Yeah, I mean you can, but what are you going to do with it? You're going to have to put, some love into that house. It's not turnkey ready, and never going to get.
No. It's just a wholesale it. No, it's just a wholesale.
Yeah, you can wholesale it, but who are you going to wholesale it to? Like, if it's AR,
I had a couple buyers that said if I can get it down to 30 to 35, that they would have took it.
Okay, we'll buy it for 35, which means you're going to have to get the seller to even less than that. Right? Lose them again?
No, they said they would give me an assignment fee of $5,000 if I can get it down to 30 to 35. So it would have been they buy it for 40.
Okay.
Or 35, whichever one I could get it down to.
All right. So you're gonna have to go direct to seller and figure out how to do that. It's not like you're gonna be able to go door knock that guy. You know who the seller is?
No, I'm not 100%. I have it in my batch, but like I said, it's underneath an LLC.
I think it sold. Hold on, let me pull them up again.
So there's no name.
Yeah,
It's just
Elite
the LLC.
Property Investments. Does it ring a bell?
Actually, I don't think so. I think it
It
started with an
says that
M.
Elite
Hold on, I'm pulling it
Property,
up as well.
Elite Property Investments LLC is who I show the owner being. And I don't know if they're out of California or not, but there's one right here. Let's see here. Agent name out of Bakersfield. I don't know if that would be the right.
Batch is saying MERCURIO Mercurio LLC.
Okay, let me see this thing. Where is this? I got Mercio Capital. Okay, so on 8/31 of 2020, it shows a $75,000 purchase for Mercio Capital LLC, but it also shows on 9/9 of 2020. So they paid $31,000, and the seller, and they bought it from somebody named Mohammed Johansson. So I don't know.
Dang, could you screenshot that to me? That's different.
I don't know if I can in the. I don't know if I can in the deal or not.
I'll throw my number in the chat right now.
Okay. Okay, so let me see here. Set 4. Whoops. Oh, hang on, let me put everybody down. Whoops. All right, so that is what I show. That is my cell number, by the way, too. So you got that. All right, so we pull this thing back.
Awesome.
Yep, that's a shot of what I see. But
you.
yeah, that's got to be a way deeper discount than 50,000.
Is there a phone? Does it show a phone number or anything like that?
No, that's
your
something that you would have to skip, Trace. If Esteban comes back on here, then he might be able to help you.
What's going on?
Oh, got a deal that's not a deal that he's trying to gut back the seller on. If you see his phone number in the chat there, Esteban.
I'll take a look. I got to handle this call.
Okay.
Is that?
Nappy Slop, welcome. I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, you were here for that call too. All right, who's making all the noise in the background here? Matt Schmidt. We got to mute Matt. How to go to the VA loan, thinking they can get their next loan while having an existing loan. I mean, several things you can do. Obviously, you can offer to do down payment and have them go get a conventional loan. Obviously, they're going to have some sticker shock because the interest rate is, if you're putting a good deal together, it's going to be a lot less on what they're selling versus what they're getting in. If you need their entitlement or whatnot, there's really no way around that. It's not like you can just make a skeleton lease and the the DTI is cleared up. Entitlement is a totally different animal. And usually how we've approached it in the back or the other deals that I've done is we'll just make a deposit for them to go and get a conventional loan and not even use their VA loan. If that makes sense. Yes, his buyer made a bad purchase. That's like these guys that are, hey, I got a client that'll, do subject to, and, their interest rate is like 12%. And at 12%, like, I mean, that's toxic debt. I'm not going to want to deal with that. How can I handle an HDFC property in New York? But they want an income. Well, that New York, I mean, the taxes are crazy and all of that. They want 20% down. They're trying to pre-qualify you. So basically, it sounds like they're trying to wrap to you. Basically, you're an investor. You're going to go put a tenant in here as long as I have more money coming than I got going out. But it sounds like they are not sold on you. Never hear anybody ask me for proof of funds or any type of anything on the backside, because you can tell by me talking to you that I've done a few deals every day. So I have never been asked to, run my credit and proof of funds, any of that kind of stuff. I will bring those kind of things up to sellers. Hey, did you get proof of funds? Are they willing to give you a $5,000 non-refundable deposit? Like, I'll create a bunch of doubt. And that deal that we've got in Texas that Esteban is moving, that's exactly what I did to get that deal. They were going to sign with other wholesaler, whatever, and then I would just start a doubt. Hey, did you get proof of funds? Did you, get a non-refundable earnest money deposit? Like, I'll beat anybody's offer that puts at least a $5,000 non-refundable deposit. And I'm not talking about verbal. I'm talking about on paper. If they're willing to do that, let's compare those apple to apples. Otherwise, I'm the only show in town. And basically, that's how I got that other deal. Yeah, I don't mind agents being rude and whatnot, but I'm the buyer. I'm the guy that can solve your problem and the seller's problem. And then you want to cop, attitude with me. Like, bro, if they didn't hire me to sell the house, they hired you. You don't get paid unless you sell the house. So why are you pissing in my cornflakes? Okay, I don't know enough about it. They have a property on the market, the 123 they're asking if for the individual family income. Like, again, I don't know enough about that deal. Wait till Esteban gets off the phone, because I'm assuming you're coming from the A1 and you guys can communicate with one another. If you'll give us the actual, don't put it in this chat right now. Whatever you do, not put the address in the chat. But on the backside, Esteban, one of these guys in here, they can get the actual address. We're not here to steal your deal or anything like that. So Esteban can get numbers, and we can move that. Have a look at that one. So hang on, Matt is got this one. Title of commercial building city with a basketball court in it. Needs hundreds of thousands of dollars in repairs. Okay, let's take a gander at that. It sounds like high school or a high school. Matt, can you hear me?
Yep, sure can.
Okay, so what's going on? I'll put you on the big stage. Hairs look good today, by the way. Hairs look great.
Yeah, man. I get I'll show you the freaking t-shirt I got yesterday from my girlfriend sometime.
Okay.
It's got me, bald head, and it says like I'm a sexy cat dad or something, and then she got my little cat sitting right next to me with his name on it.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of funny.
How old is your cat, Matt?
He's about 2. His name's Cheeseburger. He's a little badass, man. He's like the softest like little cat. He's a rescue. I got him out of the trailer park, and he's just super nice. He plays all the time, and he's a badass. He's got like an automatic shit scooper, and I feed him wet food all the time. So he's like a little prince around here.
So how much?
Yeah, he really went from like.
What happened?
Go ahead. Sorry, John. Go ahead. Sorry, John.
He's rags to riches for sure.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
How's the automatic shit scooper?
Oh, the automatic shit scooper? Yeah, like it senses when he goes in there, does his business, and then it like rakes it out and gets it all out of the way afterwards.
How much was that thing?
I believe I gave somewhere in the range of 120 for it.
Okay. Okay.
And then you just refill the crystals like once a month.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's super nice. Like people come to my house and they don't know I have a cat because I have his shit box like in the other room.
Yeah,
so.
I rescued a cat a couple of weeks ago and I'm learning all this stuff. But the one I looked at last, it was like $700. And
No, I think it's called Pet Safe.
Okay. We're gonna have to
look.
We're gonna have to do that. So is this thing that you sent me, is this thing on market?
It's not on the market anymore. As of a couple weeks ago, when I talked to this guy, he's looking for $750 to $850 for his asking price.
Okay.
He's ready to sell right now. He bought it. He actually owns a building across the street, and I believe he's a California investor.
Okay.
So he lives in communist China, right down the street from you.
Wait.
He bought it with the intention of renting it out or having a lease with a basketball league or like training type association that plops these basketball training camps in these big cities across the country to teach kids how to play basketball, right? And they put together all these plans and all this stuff. He was going to put $700,000 into it to put like an elevator in there. He was going to build like a backdoor patio space, open up the middle of the first floor to create like an open feel. The first floor is all office space right now, like Cubicle City. But the second floor, it looks like it's 3 stories, but the second floor is just 20 feet tall, and it's a basketball court.
Wow. Okay.
So the whole second floor is basketball court and bleachers. He said it needs at least 100 to 200K in renovations to make it usable, let alone if you want to change anything. And then HVAC, electric, plumbing, all of that is about 10 years old. The roof, it does need a new roof in 5 years. Parking lot does need to be repaved. They had a realtor list it, and they had like just no interest. Like nobody wants this thing, and he doesn't know how to get rid of it. I've asked my Kansas City wholesaler that does a bunch of deals in Kansas City and has a bunch of buyers and has investor lift. And he's like, I don't know, dude. I'm like, all right, cool. I hit up my guy. I don't know if you know who Logan Bentley Fulmer is, but he's a killer on commercial. And I hit him up, and he's like, I have no idea how to make money on it. So I just thought,
just for to see. This is the seller's number that I have right here.
Yep, that's the seller's number.
Okay, let's call it just to figure out what the fuck is going on. I don't have a solution, but let's see if we can figure out what his pain points are and how we can move this thing. But basically, selling a high school. That's what
I believe it used to be a school that has been converted. Yes.
Yep. Let me see.
This is Mitch.
Hey, Mitch, it's John. I got a note on my desk. There's a quite interesting property there in Kansas City on 9th. You got a second to chit chat about that?
Sure.
My man, is that thing a high school? What's going on?
Well, it was part of an old small college many years ago. The building that you're seeing there is a 2-story building, and the first floor was all classrooms, and the second floor is a full basketball court gym.
Wow. So what was the game plan when you bought this? Obviously, you were buying this to do something. I'm just trying to figure out what it is that I can do to help you. I don't know if I'm the end buyer for the thing, but this is the most interesting project I've seen. I'll even throw it out there of 2023. I looked it up and I'm like, I think this is a former high school.
Yeah, it's a really cool building. It's historic, so it qualifies as historic building.
Okay.
I bought the building. I was in negotiation with a national basketball training academy who was looking to open a branch in this metro area. They don't have anything there.
Okay.
And so I thought they were going to occupy the second floor, and I was going to just go ahead and gut out the first floor,
right?
Turn it into some a little bit of
restaurant cafe with a little bit of retail in it, and kind of open up a little bit of it. So that was the plan going in, but the franchise basketball thing fell apart. And so at that point, it was like, well, I'm willing to do some renovation on this. I still have some really cool ideas of what we could do with the thing, but I got to get at least one tenant in there that wants to take at least 25, 30% of the space.
Right.
So I know I have rent coming in.
Right.
So I can just go ahead and fund the rest of the renovation. I also don't want to start on any renovation until I know what the use is going to be.
Right.
The use is just across the board. I mean, I've talked to pickleball people about turning the floor into a pickleball facility. We've talked to nonprofits about taking the whole building and using it for classroom and after school activities. We had this recording company that wanted to come in and turn into part of the space into some recording space and classrooms and offer to youth and kids. I mean, there's just so many different possibilities of what you could do with the facility, but I just got to have someone on board in order to move forward.
So would you probably change out the fact that it's a basketball court? Like you said, you could turn it to pickleball or something like that, but you want to keep it in a some sort of a it wouldn't be office space is basically what I'm getting at. It would be some sort of an event, something.
I mean, the second floor could be office space, but it's like 40-some-odd foot ceiling. So if it is office space, it's kind of one of those
a lot of waste.
We work facilities, kind of open. So it totally could be done for that. We've had a couple of office people get it as well. If you, in order to I guess, put the least amount of money into it, you probably just want to either open it up to the office. You could do it as any kind of. There was a previous tenant about 6-7 years ago that used it as a soccer. They had an indoor soccer facility in there. They just put turf down on the floor, and they ran soccer games out of there. So using it for something like that's probably the easiest way. But whatever.
And how long have you owned this thing?
Owned it for a little over a year, and it's definitely an equity loss at this point because we just haven't been able to get that initial tenant in there to move forward on it. We've been close 3 or 4 times. So, I am willing to sell it, or develop it with somebody. Either way, whatever can get some activity going.
Okay. So, all right. So let me do a little bit of more research on this thing. But you had a basketball franchise, for lack of a better term. We were close. We went away. Then we tried to do pickleball. What else has sparked people's interest?
Well, like I said, we had a lease signed for this company that does a recording facility. I honestly don't know completely what they do. They the guy that signed the lease is a Grammy Award recording artist who comes from the area, and he started a facility to help after school disadvantaged kids by providing training on how to do recordings and music, and he was going to turn first of all a bunch of classrooms at the floor into kind of like this little mini event hall because you've got bleachers built in. We had a lease signed, and we thought we were closed on that, and they backed out. So that was then. And then we had a nonprofit that signed a lease that backed out. They only take the first floor, but they went after school and they provided food for homeless and then after school program for kids. They actually had occupied the building about 15 years ago as this after school activity program. And so the guy that was involved, really wanted the space, but his board, anyway, they backed him out of it. So he canceled out of it too.
All right. I'm gonna do some research. Let me just get the pertinent information. If I was to come in and buy this, what are you looking to get for it?
$750.
Okay. Now, where are you located? You got a 310. What's that, LA?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in the communist country of California with me. I'm in Fresno.
Yeah. Well, Fresno's not communist. Aren't you in the red?
No, bro. That I mean, 20 years ago, yeah. No, everybody's woke over here. I probably should ask you your pronouns before you even have a conversation. I apologize for that.
Exactly. That's all right.
So I hear that you would be up and up. At least I'm assuming you'd be up and up to me figuring out something that we could partner on. Let me do some research, because this is, I mean, obviously this is the most interesting property. It's not like, hey, I've got this tenant and I can just toss it in there and we can do this. Like, I don't have that answer yet. I mean, this could be a have you visited this property? Like, why are we investing in Kansas City? Let's start there.
Well, a couple reasons. I own the building across the street, which is the other part of this community school that they had converted. This building was converted to residential apartments. I bought that building about 5 years ago. When I bought the building, I saw the building, which was across the street. They had the gym in, and I always wanted it. I think it's a cool building, and it would be a great, partnership to have between the two buildings. I mean, this building could also be converted to apartments as well, but it would be really costly to do that. In the long run, probably pay off. It's just a long-term project that I can't do. But, so I was from when I bought the other building. I own another apartment building also in the area as well. So, I've got some investment in this area.
Okay.
That's what drew me to it.
So we've got access to contractors and all of that. I don't have to worry about that, right?
Yeah, I've had a couple of contractors and architects look at the space and give me some rough ideas on different things. But the build out, is totally across the board. I mean, you could spend, I would say you'd have to spend about $100,000 to $200,000 just to turn it and make it usable as it is right now. Or you could spend $1 million and it's really knock out walls and do a bunch of. My initial with the basketball franchise going in, we were planning to spend about $1.2 million on renovations. So that was the initial plan. I mean, now my idea is I want to take the first floor and turn it into a food hall.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And is this thing like 17,000 square foot on the bottom and the top? Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, it's 34,000 square feet across, 17 each.
Okay. And then you had it on the market, but we didn't have any offers, is what I'm hearing.
Right.
Okay. All right. Let me figure out. I'm going to meet with my team a little bit after 12. I mean, this thing interests me. I just got to figure out what my exit strategy would be and how much it's going to cost me to execute said exit strategy, if that makes sense.
Sure. No, I get that. What was your name again?
My name is John Otzenbacher. I'm a licensed broker here in Fresno, California. I can text you all my contact information, but we're buying. Yeah, we're buying and selling real estate across the United States. Somebody put this on my desk, and I do find it to be an interesting property. I just don't have a cookie cutter solution. But now that I know a little bit more about it and what it could be, and what it almost was a couple of times, let me see what I can execute. So, yeah, let me work on this, but it would be cost prohibitive to turn this into something multifamily, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I mean, the estimates I got were it was going to cost about a little over $2 billion to renovate to multifamily. You turn it into 3-story multifamily, probably about 34, 35 units. Market rent in the area is right around $1,000 on a 2-bedroom. An idea of what the long-term potential would be for something like that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let me get to work. And then I will I'm going to circle back with you tomorrow if that's okay. You got a pretty wide open schedule.
Yeah, anytime.
Okay, fantastic. I appreciate you taking a few minutes with me. Let me figure out what I can figure out. I'll give you a call tomorrow, Mitch.
Okay, yeah. Please text me your contact information.
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
Okay.
Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, so that's a huge project. I don't know what we do with that, Matt. Where did that come from?
That was my ringless voicemails and voice broadcast campaign. I basically pulled a list that had a bunch of different
Ringless voicemails.
Oh yeah, ringless
What-
voicemails.
I'm using that. I cloned my voice with 11 Labs software. That's why I got this whole setup, and I run automated ringless voicemails. What are you using?
I've got a company that is out of Miami that I use called Ready Staffer. And I got kind of in the back door with one of the owners with another wholesaler that does a bunch every month. So he was like, hey, this is Matt. He works with me, like hook him up. So they kind of give me like 3 cents per lead, skip tracing, and kind of all their backdoor stuff that they don't really list or advertise. And he's like, really, what we advertise is staffers, like $7 an hour staffers. But since you're in with this other guy, yeah, you can whatever our cost is, like we'll just forward that cost on to you. So
Nice.
I'm not really getting any markup on stuff, so it's pretty cheap.
I'm
like
working on.
today I think I'm sending out 25,000 ringless voice. Every day this week is 27,000 ringless voicemails Monday through Friday.
Nice. Yeah, we got this software. It'll be out in January. Auto Leads.ai. It does 1,200 calls per minute.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to talk some more about that because these are all my credits are gonna be gone, so I might be looking for another company.
Well, what I'm hearing is why aren't we working here together? I build websites, I do geofencing, pay per click. I'm working on the software right now to pull data directly from county, from Zillow, all that stuff, and then import it straight into a Google Sheet. So I have a specific folder, Google Sheet for direct to agent expire, direct to seller, low equity, pre foreclosure, and so every month basically these leads get posted on each folder. But I got a bunch of other little projects, and I got to deal with knuckleheads like Mario and Mott's and Eric calling me all the time.
Yo. Hey, just look at your name real quick. It says Este Bamban.
Hey, but yeah, man, we need to partner up. We need to talk more outside these
I
lives.
kept telling you, but you don't take time for anybody. You're get pedicures and fucking nails done and all that kind of metrosexual horseshit.
And then we got to get Ken some deals. Mo's always showing up. Ramos. If Ramos joins, we automatically 10x, bro.
Yeah, no fucking doubt about that.
Bella too. Bella's up in India. She's over there by Coachella. She needs to get some deals because she wants to go to the Coachella concert next year.
Specific performance, a court. No, they really can't make you sell your house, but they can award a judgment that could be put on the house as a lien. So yeah, I have seen that. But as far as force them to sell, no.
Hey, John, real quick, I'm gonna make a quick call. You do know we got that lead by Lisa for us to call? Can you check on it? The one in Austin.
I did not. Let me see that. I've only got.
I didn't even know we had two.
I got
we
28 minutes left. While you're here, give me 3 minutes. Let me get some water, and then I will call Lisa's lead.
All right. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, how do we work together outside of this call?
I'll get on a call with you and my team, my integrator. We're working on a CRM. Well, actually, I've been building my own CRM, not like a white label, but like from the ground up custom code that has all these integrations. But it's taken a while. But him and I are working on that project together, and he's working on our automations. So, sounds like you're an integrator.
I don't know what I am. All I know, I like talking on the phones. I like running numbers. I like finding sellers, finding buyers. I kind of like to do all of it. So.
Well, so what are you having? It sounds like you have leads. What are you having a hard time with?
Up until this last week, it was mostly just motivation, getting on the calls, man. I started wholesaling about 2 years ago, a little over two years ago, and I thought you only had to play on your phone for like 2 hours a day and you'd make $300,000 a year, and that's not the case at all, dude. If you don't know what you're doing, so I've I made some motivation last week, and I'm locked in, and I'm good to go, and I'm just banging phones like John says. So I don't think anything's holding me back at this point. Well, maybe the holidays, maybe Christmas and New Year's Eve is going to make it so real estate agents don't answer their phones. But
yeah, okay.
But no, I've got, I don't know, probably 200,000 leads on lead lists that I've bought and skip traced in the last 2 years. Ringless voicemails. I've got a VA that handles all my ringless voicemails and all my voice broadcasts when they come back in.
What software are you using?
We use Message Communications. We use CallRail. I've joined I'm not in sub 2, but like I know about it, and I've got Astro Flipping, the course. I've got REI Game Changers. Been through that all the way. So I've invested like over $50K the last 2 years in wholesaling, buying lists, subscriptions, all that stuff. Shiny objects, man.
Yeah, I mean, you got the mic, you got the green screen in the. Is that a green screen,
bro? Can you see this right here? Can you see right where my hand is?
Yeah.
Can you tell what that is?
Hold on, like a monitor.
Yes, a monitor. Can you see this right here?
Monitor.
Yeah, and then I got a monitor right here. I got a monitor right here. I got a monitor right here. I got a 60-inch TV right up above all of it. I painted my whole room is all green for me to stream video games on the internet, man. I love technology. I've been building computers for 30 years.
We need to add this guy to our team. What are you doing here?
I got
and Ken too. We need to get Ken some deals. And Mario will be our gator. Mario's a gator lender. He can fund EMD. We got cash flow. Anytime he's in the room, we automatically 10x.
Hey, John, thanks for calling that basketball court lead for me. I appreciate it, man.
Hang on 1 second. Hey, I'm on a live right now. I'll go handle the photos. It's raining here. Okay.
Like 2 hours away from you. It's sunny as shit out here.
Hey, go lay down. Okay, let me throw the dogs out there. They're driving me insane. Let's go.
You can do that, tough guy.
Hey, Esteban.
What's going on? What's going on? Who said my name?
Me.
It's the bum bum.
Me.
Oh.
Now, if you're writing a purchase agreement for a seller finance, not a purchase agreement, just an offer, is there something else that I write it on? Or do I have to fill out a whole purchase agreement and everything?
It's not that serious. I mean, you could send an email. You could send a PDF if you wanted it to. Sometimes we'll just send out the contract for them to sign.
Okay, so I don't need to fill out all 6 pages of this.
No, so that's why I'm working on that, and I'm almost done. It's just I've been having to deal with knuckleheads. But a contract generator. So basically, all you got to do is just type, and it puts the everything in the places, and you click, and it sends it off. So I've been working on that. It's been delayed like 2 weeks. But yeah, bro, it's not that serious. You can do email. You can just do an actual PDF LOI. I've done all 3. Whatever is easiest for you. Don't overthink it.
That works. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Now, obviously, if you're like right there, you want to get it to the finish line, like you're going to close on it, then just send out the contract.
Yeah.
And then remember, if you don't know how to fill one out, like literally, you do not need any money. You don't know how to fill it out. You go and hire a transaction coordinator, right? Most transaction coordinators are going to require a deposit up front. But if the numbers all pencil out, you can go to a gator like Mario and be like, hey, here's the deal. This is how much I need. This is my assignment. This is how you're repaid. This is your exit, right? And then you leverage someone else's money. You have them pay the EMD and you still make an assignment. So there really is no excuses not do a deal, no matter if you have no money. You just got to know how to leverage the right resources. Same thing if you actually want to buy the property. It's the same thing. You can go use someone else's money and pay assignment fees, this and that, as long as you know how to structure out the numbers.
Okay.
when I first got into real estate, I was actually doing connector fees. So I knew people who had money, and I connected it with people who had deals, and it just kind of got brought upon my feed here because I was looking at some old files that I had on a fix and flip. This fix and flip that I connected the money with was a 6-figure fix and flip, and so the guy who has it listed right now, he's it looks like the deal didn't necessarily go through because I didn't fund it. But if I would have funded it, the guy would have made over 100K on that because instead of doing a wholesale, we were going to sub to it and then pay off the arrears, rehab it, and then interest alone would have cost him 17,000, but he still would have made over 6 figures when he put it back on the market.
Why aren't we taking that deal down?
Why didn't we get that deal done?
Yeah, like why aren't we doing that today? Like fuck the guy, I'll fucking put it on.
No, that was a little while ago. That person already flipped it, but I was just kind of reviewing some old things that I did before.
Okay.
And so even if you're not good at wholesaling or sub-2ing, you may know someone who has connections that someone else needs, and you can somehow get paid in between those connections. And that's something I was just kind of elaborating on. And that's how I got my foot into real estate, because I wasn't necessarily wanting to cold call leads and stuff like that. So I was like, what am I going to do here? And so what I connected was somebody connected one person to another person and made money that way when I first started.
Gotcha. Okay. How much does a connector make? Like you making a couple $100? Like how does that work? How do you come up with your connector fee?
It kind of just depends on what every situation is a little bit different because you never know what someone's willing to lend. And so if I know someone who wants, hey man, I have X amount of money, I want to at least make 10% of it. Okay. And if I go ahead and find someone that needs cash, hey, how much do you need? I need so and so.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm willing to lend. We'll lend on it for 20%. 20%, that's pretty high. Yeah, it is, but we're also on second position, so we may lose it all.
Okay.
Let's say okay, they say okay. So I can go back and let the lender know, hey, I found someone who needs the cash available. This is what everything's looking like. I'll personally stand behind this deal because I will also underwrite it before I even present it to a lender, just to make sure that it stands right by me, right?
Okay.
That I feel comfortable, connecting this person with said person.
Yeah, your reputation is on the line. Obviously, you don't want to be sending shit that's not a deal. Got it. Okay. All right. So I know there's a couple of deals. Like I'm just getting fucking peppered with text messages and calls. Shout out. Grant keeps falling out. Whoa, what the hell? Grant, welcome to the show, my man. How are you?
What's going on, dude?
I got to call your mom after this. She's got a couple of questions. I don't know. Are you guys working together getting these deals done? She got her own party going. What's going on?
I'm a little bit more involved in the community, but she's working on door knocking on some probates.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
I've been making a lot of phone calls, but it's slow right now with the response.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. This time of year is going to be brutal. So, let's see what this one is. Is this the one that Lisa sent us? No, this was another guy. I only got a few minutes left on this. I'm trying to keep pace with this shit, guys, but it's too much. And then when S-Bond is getting his nails did, he's supposed to be supporting me, but I mean, my back, I gotta go get a massage. I've just been carrying this fucking telecast day in and day out, just like I carry our business.
Treating you like a single mom.
Bro. Basically, that's exactly what it is. My baby daddy ain't shit. All right, so let's call fucking Reginald fucking Johnson. There's somebody that we need to holler at today. Where is this one again? This one is in fucking Ohio. I'm gonna ask him if he knows LeBron James. That's the only thing I know about Ohio. If he doesn't know LeBron, then I mean, like, how successful can you be, bro? Just saying.
You've reached Reggie Johnson. Message. Not returning your call at my earliest convenience. Thank you.
Hey, Reggie, it's John. I got a note on my desk about a property I guess you're interested in, St. Clair Avenue. I can't read any of this knucklehead's handwriting. It's so sloppy, he should have been a doctor. But anyway, call me 559-212-3423. It's the property that you've got listed on St. Clair. Just a couple of quick questions. If you can give a call, appreciate it, my man. All right, it's just that easy. We'll leave a voicemail. We'll see if they call back. I will leave a note. How do I do this? Reply in thread. Left voicemail. So we'll see if that dude calls us back. And then allegedly,
did you check the lead, John?
I'm looking. I don't see anything for Lisa. I'm looking at the Slack. That's where we're at, right? I just called. If you look at the top forum, you'll see I just called the one on St. Clair. The one above that I've already called. That was from Dom Rocha, who brought us the pecan deal.
Dude, I got. Where is this? I'm trying to find a form here.
Yeah, I don't see it. It did not come through. We got 14 minutes. Anybody got questions? We'll try to answer your questions. Doing one or two wholesale deals could change my life. Yeah, you're one call away, as my man Max Maxwell says. So basically, as Esteban and I have shown you time and time again, doesn't take any real special skill set, but a phone, something as simple as Zillow, calling leads that have been on the market for long periods of time, basically trying to figure out what problem this is trying to sell. So somebody's calling me back right now.
The call or to decline. Press 1 to start. The call will start at the beep.
This is John. I can help you.
Reggie Johnson, how are you?
Reggie, my man, how are you? My man, this property on St. Clair, I am trying to make heads or tails of it. I just noticed that it's on the market. You guys just did a pretty big price reduction. What's going on? No offers yet?
I've got several offers. I told your guy.
Uh-huh.
I've got 2 offers I got in the last 24 hours. Responded to one. The other one we're considering, and something I need to get his response today.
Okay.
This afternoon, because the boss is trying to make a decision. This is a probate court sale.
Oh, okay.
So it'll move fast. We've got some cash buyers. So if you guys are interested, the whisper number is around 10:30. So, that's of interest. Punch some over. Let me take a look and get it in front of the.
How quickly could we close on this? I know it's up to the courts, but in your experience.
Yeah, the court's going to move quickly. They're trying to sell it. There's a title agency that specializes in that. I think that's in the listing.
Okay.
And the court, I think we'll get it wrapped up in January. They'll move quick. The place is empty laid out, mechanical systems, places in Wilson. It's out to the death in the family, so they have to move it through probate. So that's the long and short of it.
Gotcha. So this isn't something we could close on before the end of the year. I didn't realize it was a probate deal. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see what I can do. Do we even have time to walk this property, or I just got to do a blind offer today?
No, you can walk it. There's
Okay.
there's a lockbox, so feel free to.
Let me get back with my team, and then I think we are interested in this. Let me see what I can do. Let me meet with the team, and then I'll circle back with you, Reggie.
That works.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, so that right there, you got a court. So the court's got to approve it. There's no wholesaling here. It's something that you would keep yourself. $203,000. I don't even know what you're going to do with this. This is not a real lead. It's like my microphone is cutting out. Oh, I don't know what the hell. We're gonna have to. We'll have to work on that. So my mic's cutting in and out, huh? Yes. No, Bueller.
Sometimes.
Okay. Interesting. About sure, like this is like a dope microphone. It's not the one Esteban has, but Esteban's you needed a fucking board to run and all that. Bro, I don't need any of that shit. I just need common sound. But interesting that the mic is cutting out. I don't know how to adjust that. Maybe I need to.
Maybe you need to stock on a Dollar Tree.
Maybe it's not even connected to the actual mic.
Yeah, you bought that
Picking
thing
it up from
in
somewhere
probably
else.
Radio Shack or something.
Could be. Let's see.
Radio Shack. From Wish.
Yeah. I did
All right.
get this audio. Let's see. Blah, blah,
So
blah.
there's 2 leads that came in here.
Uh-huh.
Best day to set up an LLC, Nevada, Wyoming.
For buy and holds. I was recommended that you set up an LLC in whatever buy and hold state you're gonna have it in. And that's underneath the parent company.
There's a Mario is correct. John, there's 2 leads here. One submitted by Lisa Maynard.
I got 9 minutes, bro.
Don't worry, I'll handle this.
Okay, where are these leads? Let me refresh the. Kill this thing.
Are you saying I'm making this up?
I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, we have 1, 2, 3, 4.
The last one that I see in this thing is Austin Hammond sent that one.
Did we call that one up?
That one I just talked to old Reggie.
You didn't highlight it.
How do I highlight it?
What is going on there, my man? You know what? Why don't you just leave? You and your Dollar Tree Wi-Fi. Get out of here.
The mic just exploded.
I think it's
Bro, it sounded like your mic exploded.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
What the fuck.com? Bruh.
Sometimes it just might be in the settings of this restream thing. You hit the settings.
Hi.
Change up.
Is this Anna?
Yes.
Hey, Anna. This is Esteban.
Yeah.
I am partners with Lisa.
Yes.
From Texas Cash Home Buyers. Hi, did I catch you at a good time?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking through my notes here. I can't really understand. She should probably be a doctor. Her notes are pretty bad. Would you mind catching me up to speed with where you guys left off?
Yes. So, what do you need to know?
Well, okay, so I have some notes here. She mentioned that you guys were open to selling the house. You guys were
Selling a house, you mean?
Yeah, well, you selling the house. Sorry, because you guys recently had a baby and you were looking to move to
That's right.
a bigger place.
We already moved.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it is vacant right now.
Okay. And then I understand there was a mortgage in place, so you guys were open to a subject to transaction.
That's right.
Okay, so I mean, what do we need to be at to make this work? How much money down were you guys looking to get?
550.
550 for your purchase price.
550 for the cash offer.
No. Okay. Oh, you want a 550 cash offer on this? Here we go. I pulled it up. No, is there a mortgage on this?
Yes.
How much did you guys owe, more or less?
377.
377. So if I come in at 550, 377. No, that's a little. I mean, would you guys? I think probably be better off if I can just come up with a down payment. We just keep the mortgage in place, because if I'm at a cash, because I mean this thing's like brand new. It's. I'm gonna have to be at way less, probably like 70 cents on the dollar, because I would basically just rent this thing out. But since it's so new, I can't add any more value to it. Because I mean,
Right.
it sounds like you guys still have you're probably just paying payments on this thing every month, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think I can rent this out for? I'm seeing here around like $2,300.
I have no idea. We have never, like, we lived there. It was our primary residency, so I have no idea about the renting.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, we could do maybe like $20,000-$30,000 as a down payment, take over your mortgage payment, and then we would pay you. So we would pay you out the equity over time, and then with some interest on top. So you'd basically be getting more money for the house. If you do go with a cash offer, I mean, I don't think you'll get the 575, because usually when people buy cash, they want to get it at a discount because they fix it up and then they resell it for a higher price. So if we could do the maybe $20,000 or $30,000 down, I could just take over the mortgage and then take over the payment, and then we can structure some kind of payments, right? That's going to make sense for you.
50.
Got it. So can you send me
All that stuff.
what's the maximum that you can do for down payment?
Well,
And
I mean, to be honest, so I mean, usually obviously the lower
Okay.
the better, right? We usually do a
I got you.
10% all in.
Be
That's
a
what
little
I
lower.
want to pay to get into the property, because so like what I'm gonna do, and I know a lot of people like and they kind of weird when talking about houses, but I mean, you're selling it for a specific reason, so I want to make sure that I can meet, your needs, and at the same time, I can make sense from buying this house. So, like, what I would do with this is I would either turn it into a midterm rental, so we rent out to nurses, we do a little bit of corporate housing, and stuff like that. So, as long as that I can take over the payment and then make some money, um, we can make this work out. But on the down payment, I'd probably want to be around like $20,000, and then I mean we can close on your time frame. It's really just up to you. Like, how soon are you wanting to close? Because it sounds like you're just making a mortgage payment on this for nothing.
that's right. Yeah. So we'll be doing 575, you said, and then you'll do like 20-30K down, and then you take over the mortgage and you make like monthly payments.
Yeah,
right?
but yeah,
Until you reach.
correct. So basically, yeah, I would make the mortgage payments, and then we use a loan servicing company. So basically, what they do is they auto draft the payments from my account and directly pay your bank account every month. And so you just get an email saying, Esteban has made the payment. And then you're also protected with a promissory note. and we go through a title, and we have a transaction coordinator that basically prepares all the paperwork for us.
Got it. Okay, so what are you expecting the monthly payments to be?
I mean, that's up to you. I don't go to Bank of America and go ask for terms. So you're the bank here. I mean, that would be up to you. As long as we can make it work out, where I can make sense of paying the mortgage, giving you payments, and then making some money on top. So like this, I know the Austin area very well. I've been in the medical field for 10 years. So I worked for hospitals and all that. So in this area, I'd specifically probably rent it out to a nurse because they get per diem. And in that area, typically they make around, I think it's like around $7,000 a month. But usually the nurses they'll split a room in two so they can save their money. So as long as I can cash flow from making your mortgage payment and then giving you monthly payments, and then still being able to rent it out and make a difference, then we can work it out. But it sounds like if you're already living somewhere, right? If you're already living somewhere now and you have a mortgage payment, like you're gonna have to pay this thing every month. We could also just just take over. It's up to you. We could take over the loan. We could also do like I've done it before in the past where we do yearly payments with interest. So instead of getting one small down payment, one small monthly payment, you just get a yearly payment, but it's with interest on top. And when we do that, you actually get more than the asking price over time. So there's a couple ways we can really structure it.
Got it. So if we do, you said promissory notes, then like I'm paying right now 2,700 ish for the monthly payment, plus on top of that the HOA.
What's your
So
HOA?
HOA right now is 440
440
a month.
Okay.
So then so that would be like, that put us at what, like 3,100.
About.
So then it will be whatever monthly payments. So you make the payments or I make the payments?
No, so we make the payments to the
Tell
bank.
me a little bit more about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we use a loan servicing company, typically Westar. You can look them up on Google, and basically we set up like a payment arrangement. They get the login credentials to your account, and then they auto draft the money from my account, and it goes. They just make the payment, and you get a email every time. If there's equity pay.
Got it. But the loan is on my name.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of like like when you go to the store and you either pay cash, debit, or credit, it shows that they're received in the bottom, right? So same thing with me with a home. You can buy a home cash, which unless you're Elon Musk doesn't make sense. You can buy a home with credit through a loan, or you can buy a home subject to. So anytime you sell a home, you get like a receipt. This receipt is called a HUD statement. So on the HUD, there's different lines. Each line basically tells you what you're paying, taxes, and all that. So if you ever look at a HUD statement on line 203 and line 503, it says the word subject to. So whenever you buy a home subject to, that's the dollar amount of the balance, what goes on there. So a lot of people think it's they've never heard of it, but it's not traditional, but more and more people are doing it because since the interest rates are just going really high right now, we're going into a new presidential election. Like the houses are going down in value as the interest rates are going up. So people like yourself who bought, a new property and they try to sell within 2-3 years, you're just basically leaving a lot of money on the table. So if someone comes in through a bank, they have to go and qualify. So let's say, your house, you bought it for, I'm just making numbers up, for 500 3 years ago, and you're trying to sell it for 520, but it's only worth say 420 or so. Whoever's trying to buy your house has to go through the bank, and then they have to send an appraiser, and the appraiser is going to go by the current what the current comps are, not what you bought the house for. And then, you know, you're basically going back and forth with the bank. They're nickeling, diming you, and then that's why stuff doesn't sell nowadays. So they just had to get a little creative. But, you know, we've done over 100 of these types of transactions. We have an attorney. We have a transaction coordinator, title companies. There's a couple we use in Texas. So just so you know, the credibility is there, and then there's many ways you're protected.
Got it. Okay. Okay, got it. So if you default on any payment, then what happens?
That's a good question. So that would typically we write it on the contract where if it's 31 days late, you get the property right back. Now, we can also do what's called the deed in lieu of foreclosure. So it's just basically a document that's pre-filled out by you and myself. So in the case, like, you know, I get abducted by aliens or anything like that, you don't have to foreclose. You just get the property right back. So you would keep my down payment and you get the house back, which wouldn't make financial sense for me because if I'm coming up, say $20,000-$30,000 out of pocket, paying closing costs, paying mortgage costs, going through the headaches of all that of staffing this with a nurse and all that, only for me to lose my money, it just wouldn't make sense. But
Right. Okay, got it. And then, so the question is, what will be the term for this?
the term, as in, like, are you talking about
How many years?
Well, I mean, so ideally, I would love to, you know, we'd like to write out the mortgage for as long as possible. Now, real estate, you know, goes up in value over time. So somewhere down the line, you know, once we have more equity, we can either refinance. I can go to one of my capital partners and, you know, use that money to pay off the underlying mortgage, pay you off. It really just depends at that time, but the best thing we like to do is just write out the loan, and then by using a loan servicing company, that we can prove that we're making payments on your behalf. So it doesn't affect your debt to income ratio.
So, what you're telling me is that it wouldn't be like a 15-year term.
I'm guessing you have I mean, I guess you're talking more of a balloon because when I think of term, that's like the amortization period. But yeah, if you're talking about like a balloon, like you want everything off your name, ideally we do a minimum of 10 years. Because if we do anything shorter, let's say the housing market crashes or whatever, and I can't refinance and I just put myself, you know, in a bad position. So typically a 10-year. And like I said, it gets, the payment gets knocked off of your debt to income ratio. So really, it's really a win-win here because we pull this off your credit. Well, we pull the debt to income ratio off of your credit. We're still making payments on your behalf, so that still reports on your credit. And then you're also protected with, well, you have my down payment. There's a promissory note, right? And then the loan servicing company and a bunch of other protections. So in the worst case scenario, I do default. That is your best case scenario because, you know, I've been making payments for you. Your credit hasn't been messed up. You have my down payment money and you get your place right back. But
Got it. So, okay, let me talk to my husband about this and I'll get back to you.
yeah, of course. If you guys have
I'll
any,
let you know if I have any questions. Yes.
yeah, if you have any questions or if you need me to talk to your husband, I'd be glad to do a three-way or put you guys in contact with one of my transaction coordinators or attorney, whatever you guys need.
Got it. Okay, sounds good. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
So that was Lisa's.
Okay.
I didn't even look at this thing. I just called the notes, and dude, this thing's $2,700 with a $440 a month HOA. No, I think this was Lisa Martinez, the sub 2 student. Well, I do have yours here, Lisa. I have the one.
Why do I not see?
It's number 29.
Oh, you're on the list. I don't have the list. I'm looking at the Jot forum, the Slack. That's why.
It should be on there. They all get pushed there. This was pushed on the 13th. We had called on the live, but they didn't answer. I called 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, it was that one day. We made a lot of calls that day.
I remember. I don't have access to that list.
Yes.
You can send me the link. I got enough shit to fucking deal with. But anyway, it's 12:09. I got to hop off. So I'm going to kill my stream. You go for yours. I muted everybody. I was trying to listen to your call. I got on market shit I got to deal with. What's your schedule like 3 o'clock this afternoon?
Well, it sounds like we need to connect with my man over here with the green screen.
Yeah, that's Matt Duke.
Yeah, so I'll probably cut the live in like 15, 20 minutes. I got the calculator. I need to roll it out before Christmas.
Okay.
So I got to handle some back end stuff. Got
I'm going
some
to call you about
follow-ups.
3. I'm going to call you about 3
That'll work.
o'clock.
You do that, big guy.
All right, so I'll see everybody tomorrow. I'll be here without Esteban, and I'll
be here tomorrow.
I'm shutting it down come Friday. I won't be able to do much on Friday. My wife's having surgery, and I gotta do all of that. Plus, we got Christmas coming up, so maybe we come in live. Not the 26th, maybe the 27th, 28th, 29th. We'll see. There's no way I can take that many days off in a row. I cannot do it. I fucking hate holidays. I don't even like weekends for that matter.
You sound like you know who the grumpy cat is?
Yeah, I definitely do.
That's you.
It's okay. Just pay me. I don't care. I need the money.
You
Just
should be
give me
the
paper.
You should be the Grinch at the mall. You know how the people go take pictures with Santa? You should be Grinch.
That would be good. I don't think I'd have to do much training for that, would I?
Instead of saying happy holidays,
yeah,
you say like your voicemail, have a decent day.
I think it would be a lot more.
I'd pay you $100 an hour to go to the mall and do that for little kids.
That'd be some good. We could definitely sell a live stream to that. I guarantee you.
We're gonna have to do that next Christmas.
I agree with that. I think that would be solid. But anyway, I'm out. I got to make some phone calls and whatnot. I got on market stuff I got to do, and got to get some photos done before the rain comes back. So I'll touch base with you guys tomorrow. Esteban, I'll call you at 3 o'clock Pacific, and we get back on the same page.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. I hit end stream, right? It's not going to affect you?
Yeah, I'll stay with everyone here back door.